Khalib. Hello, gamer. How are we? How's it hanging? Happy Tuesday, innit? I think it's Tuesday. Chat, I actually don't know what day it is. What day is it? Hi, Poopy. Hello, Kalish. Hello, Peter. Welcome to Fortnite. It's Tuesday. Oh, you know what I gotta do? You just reminded me, Poopy. Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't know why this reminded me, but I need to evolve my Espeon during, or my EV and Espeon during the day, and Hard Gold, or in Soul Silver. You just reminded me that every time I play at night, I'm like, oh, if I try to evolve, it's gonna be an Umbreon. I gotta get this gamer. I gotta get this gamer real quick. Listen, Khalib, I slept in. You're right, I slept in. But then also, like, brother, I went upstairs and there wasn't a single okay, I'm not gonna talk about my roommates, but like, it's just like, man, there was a lot of unnecessary additional delays, is what I'll say. A lot of unnecessary additional delays. So that's Oshawaves. No, I'm actually a fake. I'm actually a fake. I'm not even real. Believe it or not. I'm actually an imposter. Hello, Boomer. Welcome to the fake Oshawaves stream. Hi, Amber. Was it Pipsqueak? No, but I didn't actually see him. I don't know what he might have disappeared. He might have despawned. Maybe he vanished. Vamanosed. So I gotta evolve my EV, bro. I need this motherfucker to be an Espeon every time. I only play at night. But it's Tuesday, so it's a bug catching day, which means I can go to the bug catching contest and game after stream. That's not true. I have like 7 million other things I need to do. Bro, put Pipsqueak down? Oh, I didn't. I would never do that. Not on camera anyways. I got smile. Type 1 if true. Chat, how we doing today? How is everybody, bro? Are y'all ready? Are y'all locked in? Why are you judging me? Because Shrimman is a fucking asshole. That's the TLDR version. He's always judging somebody. This guy thinks he's better than everybody. And I'm kind of sick of him, if I'm being real. This motherfucker thinks he's just the coolest, flyest motherfucker out there. And like, don't get me twisted. Don't get it wrong. He do be kind of drippy. But like, brother. You know, TSPMONGO. Let me really quickly open up the counter. Because orbicular requests that I keep count of the ho-ohs. So I want to make sure I do that. I want to make sure I do that. Hello. Hello, Peter. Welcome to Fortnite. My friend's birthday right now? No way. Happy birthday to your friend. How old are they? 5 years old? 6 years old? Maybe even 7? I'd piss on him. Why are you so fleeky? Why would you say that? Finally ready to see the streamer. Larry gets set free? What do you mean set free? Oh, that's Larry free. Oh, I can't fucking read. My stupid ass. My stupid ass. Working, but I gotta push up and wait for 2 months. I seen you get that. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. Chat. It's freaking time, bro. It's freaking time. I can't show you, but I can show you after. All right? I can show you after. Tell me that. You can barely even see it because my screen is so dark. But if you can see it, you know what that is, brother. You know what that is. Ball, bro. Absolute fucking ball. Can't see shit. You can barely see it. You can barely see it. Green boy. See, somebody's seen it. Somebody's seen it. That's it, bro. Finally. Dude, every time I play, I'm like, oh, I can't evolve this shut. I can't do it. Thank you for the reminder, Booby. And I gotta remember to play again before midnight so I can go to the bug catching contest so I can catch more Pokemon. I didn't see Jack Diddley. Well, why the fuck you chose those words makes me... Why would you say Jack Diddley? That's such an odd combination of letters. Freak. F-E-R-A-K. Farak. That's what you are, for referral. What's up, Plorde Gamer? How we doing, brother? How are we? How are we? Why is my encoder overloaded? Shut up, you chud. My encoder's fine. Don't say that, please. At least it's not P. Diddy. No, we're not talking about your uncle, Loguini. What's up, cursing? Hey, gamer. Hello, Birdman. That's me, bro. Sick and tired. I'm alive, and it's such a nice day outside. So go outside. Even if you're sick, go get some fresh air, bro. Or just go sit. Just go take a little seat outside. Problem solved. You're welcome. Pretty good, can't sleep. Have you tried closing your eyes? Rumor has it, Ploy, that being here at twitch.tv/Oshawaves is in fact not going to help you sleep. Now, don't get it twisted. We're grateful you're here, brother. But also, like, if your objective is to me, being on a Twitch stream is not going to help. That ain't helping. You know what I mean? That ain't going to assist the lore. Scrumptious. How'd you know? Because I literally know everything. Chad, here's the deal, bro. Here's the deal. If we get Ho-Oh today, we're going to play the game up until we get to Mewtwo. All right? That's the plan. If we get Ho-Oh today, we're going to beat the E4 and go through all of Kanto until we get to Mewtwo. And then the next stream will be hunting Mewtwo plus beating Red. Ideally in the same stream. But it all depends on how fast we get Mewtwo. I've fallen asleep watching stream a lot. So you're saying my streams are so boring that they help you fall asleep, bro. It'll help me sleep because you bore me to death. Good. Maybe that means you'll finally die. In GTA 5, of course. I would never say such a mean thing. Aga smile. Hashtag nice guy Oshawaves over here. Ho-Oh sounds like oh-oh, which sounds like uh-oh, which sounds like Oshawaves. So if you think about it, you're Ho-Oh. How the fuck does uh-oh sound like Oshawaves? I've fallen asleep in a couple of different VCs and a stream before. Bro, just be so eepy, bro. Yes, the shiny hunter, that was the age of thing. Well, you know what, chat? Maybe we just play Fortnite today. Maybe we say fuck Ho-Oh and we just forward our night all day. No, we can't do that until Connor Loguini get here. That is the lore. Did I say Connor Loguini? Oops, I meant Connor and Tater. Sorry, Loguini. You've been disowned, dare I say. Wait, I'm almost home. No, I'm kidding. I'm not forwarding night. We have to get this done, bro. We need this to be finished. Hello, Max. Hello, gamer. Hello, Peter. Welcome to Fortnite. I think the plan is if we don't get it today, we're just not going to end stream tomorrow. Like, I have one other thing I need to do, but I should be able to get that done tonight. And I think tonight I'm just going to do a lot of work to catch up. So that way tomorrow I can just stream until we beat the game. As much as I don't want to do that, I will just suck it up. Oh, I should probably record. That might be a good idea. That might be a good idea. No video in May like I predicted. Oh, this was April 30th. Okay, that's basically May, bro. That's basically fucking May. That is basically May. So, Sugma. Sugma balls. No. Yes. What do we... How long do we have for a bird by now? Like at 2 hours. We've done, I can tell you, we're actually keeping track of this one. We've done 1,224 resets. Hi, esteemed lord of the number 2. Whoa. Haktua. Let's see if the bird arrives today. Guys, if the bird doesn't arrive today, I talked to the homie Zeus up in heaven. He's gonna strike you down. You are the sacrifice, just so you know. Call your loved ones, tell them you love them, because at any moment you could just gone. It's gonna be May video. Okay, listen, in my defense, we were on pace until the past like 3 hunts, okay? Until the past 3 hunts, where Magikarp was like almost double over odds. The last hunt was over double over odds, and Dratini was double over odds. In my defense, between the 3 shinies we found, we should have found 5. In my defense, this was on pace to be a May upload. But that's shiny hunter, bro. You can never decide, bro. What are you gonna do for yourself with the bird? I'm gonna permanently ban you. I'm gonna find out where you live. I'm not gonna tell you, but I'm gonna wait until I can get into your grad ceremony. I'm gonna plant a C4 on it. Never mind. I should stop talking. All of this hypothetically, of course, I'm talking about a Minecraft mod. I'm talking about in Minecraft. Twitch, please don't ban me. I'm talking about in Minecraft. Of course. So hopefully, in an hour. It's 1,000 encounters an hour, roughly. So, I mean, like, it would be nice, but let's say 192 for you. A192 fucking sucks. I think I'm gonna start cheating and making every shiny only challenge 1 in 5 shiny odds. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts on that? What's up, Poke Hamster? How we doing, homie? What are y'all thoughts on that? You think 1 in 5 is appropriate? That'd be boring. You're boring, you chud. Hi, AT. Hi, gamer. 90 watch streak, by the way. Holy freak. Hello, hello. How are we? No, I'm Amber. I'm just saying you can't spell Amber without B, and B is in boring. Got him. And also, boring and Amber both have the letter R. So, like, if you really think about it, they're basically the same thing. What about 1 out of 0? Now we're talking. Also, wait, Boomer, are you here, bro? Hold on. Did I seen Boomer in chat, right? Right, I'm not crazy. Boomer, can I ask you a question? I am here. Why did you follow me twice? Boomer. Let me make it bigger for the guys who can't read. Oh, sorry. Bomber underscore EJJ and then Boomer underscore EJ. What's up with that, bro? What's up with that, dog? I seen that, dog. I ain't about to let that slide. It's a typo. Bro made a new account. Followed was like, shit. I fucked up my spelling. Gotta go back to 2nd grade. David guy, what you mean? Oh, you're so right. White 2 for 60 today? Holy shit. Damn. Talk about a steal, bro. What's up, Slumber? Hey, gamer. Hello. How are we, bro? They followed you twice to make a difference like that one K-pop bands. K-pop! No. Mods, ban K-pop. All of it. Banned. All K-pop. I hate Korea. Oh, is that what the K in K-pop stands for? Korean? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Oh, K-pop is just Korean pop. Oh. 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 Okay, so now it's starting to make a little bit more sense now. What do you think it stood for? Can't remember. That's what I thought it stood for. I thought it stood for kill all men. Trust. Actually had no idea. I just like, you know. I don't know if it's a legit version, but I got Let's Go Pikachu for $15 on Temu. I've seen that Momo, but I was always hesitant to buy it. Test and see if it works. Because if it does, I'm about to start reselling those bitches. Make money. Let's Go Pikachu, $25. You're not going to find them cheaper. That's $10 profit. Would Danish pop, by that logic, be D-pop? I love when they put D in my pop. And the Canadian pop is just C-pop. And then American pop is A-pop. Animals. It's only the cartridge? Yeah, but still, white 2 for that much pure cartridge, that's still a really good deal. Guys, I kind of worry that you might have gotten scammed, bro. I hope you didn't. When you look at the cartridge, it's black, not dark gray, right? Because that is a very common way to get people. When you look at the cartridge, they'll put like the sticker of the game on it, and it'll actually load the game, but it's actually just like an emulated game. And the cartridge is gray. If it's gray, it's fake. Hey, what's up, Shawnee Gamer? How's it going, homie? The flashlight test? What the fuck is the flashlight test? Still one of the Johto starters? Have you tried finding one? Rumor has it if you find one, you don't gotta look for it anymore. European prices, though. Oh, so the European people are just poor. Ew! Poor! Those who know. This is a reference, I promise. I'm poor. It's a reference. TLDR, the legit games appear certain color when under a flashlight. Wait, really? Wait, that's lore. Wait, that's actually lore. I had no idea. I didn't know that. What color do they appear? I have legit Pokemon Diamond and that's it. He says as he's hunting The Johto starters. W self-report. W self-report. W snitch. I heard rumors about Gen 4 RNG on a 3DS is cooked, but I'm choosing not to believe it. I also heard rumors that playing Gen 4 period is cooked, and I choose to believe that because that's not a rumor, it's true. It's a fact. You tell this Tyrogue to get a 20 chain? No. Tyrogue, take 27,000 months to shine. Never shine for PokePlayer _ UK on Twitch. Don't do it. Sorry, bro. I gotta gatekeep the shining luck. Thank you for that like, Slumber. Appreciate it, homie. You legit being financed by +1 European? European. Don't call me that. That's mean. European. He says he's playing Gen 4. This is Gen 2, bro. This is Gen 2, dog. What are you talking about? Shiny Hunting Sandile and Violet. Good luck, bro. Dude, Sandile's such a cool shiny. Good luck. Turn BB no LARP off. I want to ban you for saying the word LARP. What the fuck does that even mean, chat? What does a LARP mean, bro? Gen 2 built into the Gen 4 engine. But still Gen 2. Yeah. I can agree with that. Gen 4 engine. But it's Gen 2. 100%. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna be real shiny. Well, I'll see you in 10, dog. I'm sorry, Hamster. I sniped the wrong guy. See you in 10, shiny. Oh my god, but what the fuck is... Why is LARP a word, bro? I'm gonna start shooting... I'm gonna become president and make it a law that if anybody says the word LARP, they're signing their own death warrant and they're allowed to be publicly executed. That's the new law, bro. Starting now. What? I didn't stutter. I'm a man of many words and none of them were stutters. I think that's so weird that that's the word. Why do they use that as poser? What's up, Papa Steve? Hey, gamer. Hey, how'd it go with the huzz? Oh, fake fan. It's so overused. That shit pisses me off, bro. Barbara is a new slang word? Yeah, but it's so fucking dumb. I'm gonna make that's so dumb. Like LARP, of all words, what the abbreviation of LARP? Why the fuck is live action roleplay the new word for poser? What the fuck is that? I work on Friday. Ooh, okay. Well, good luck, bro. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, 07 Papa Steve, bro. I mean, hey, little vacay is kind of nice though. A little 3-day vacay for the one time. Maybe you can lock in and find your next Johto shiny. Mayhaps. Buggy shoes. I beat the shit out of my friends with those swords. With foam swords? Jay, thank you for the follow, homie. It sounds like a motherfuckers are taking drugs. Hopefully the drugs help at least a little bit. You may find those Gen 2 starters in Platinum. No. No. He would never. Bam, bam. You'd be surprised how much it hurts. Let's 1v1 then, bro. Let's find out. Gonna pull up to LeBronx with 2 foam swords. Fuck you know about it. You think they'd let me fly with that? You think they'd let me put that on the plane? Maybe get better soon? Yeah, dude. Fingers crossed. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, Papa Steve. Give your body everything it needs. Lurking? Appreciate that. Lurk. Thank you, Azure. Thank you. Isn't acting in a movie? I'm gonna ban you in a minute. Shut the fuck up. Stop using that word. Probably, what are you gonna do with it? Obviously, hold the entire plane hostage. Obviously. Duh. You saying you don't bring a foam sword onto a plane to hold the entire plane hostage and rob everybody of all of their prized possessions that they were too scared to leave in their suitcase so they kept on their body? Next up, Charlie, I'm 4 days on the hunt for shiny Nicket. Welcome to Pokemon Sword and Shield shiny hunting, hamster, where you don't find shinies in 5 seconds. You're gonna be there for another week, brother. Strap in. You've got a long ride. Remember, chat, it's always about the journey. It's never about the destination. That's why you don't want to finish fast. You're welcome. Just Beyblade it. True. Hold on. Dude, Beyblades need to come back, bro. So he's allowed to get shinies, but I'm not. Yeah, but he's gonna wait like another week. And I'm half convinced that me saying he's gonna take another week might make him give up. So then he won't get it either. Bay wheels? No. Do I know what bay wheels are, but no. I thought those were the dumbest things ever. It's like, fuck bay wheels. Fuck that shit. What on Marie for 72 hours? You just don't have anything. 8192. Am I right or am I right? I think 4096 is the sweet spot because, like, you know what I mean? 6,000 encounters. It's like, that's like over odds. You know what I mean? That's like 1.5 times over odds. So if you're doing like the 3DS games, you'll probably find it at least 6K. If not, like, you know what I mean? 6K is like a respectable number. But like, you do 8192, 6K, you're not even at odds, bro. You're not even there. Let alone the fact that you could go over odds. Like, I know this sounds stupid, but like, obviously not for content purposes, but like, there's a part of me that wants to change the shiny odds in the older games for personal play. Just to 4096. Because like, I got Soul Silver and I totally wanted to do it. Like, I wanted to shiny hunt in Soul Silver, but I was like, I'm not about to do this. I already did this in Black and White. I'm not about to do this again. I'm not about to do this again in Soul Silver. I don't want to wait that long. 4096, I would consider it, but 8192? The thing is, I like sprite games more. That's my issue. I like sprite games more than 3 games, though I love the 3DS games. I think the 3DS games are some of the best games, period. But I like the sprites more. I like shiny sprites over shiny 3D models. So it's like, if I want sprites, I gotta not enjoy the hunt because it takes so fucking long. That's the little bit of a predicament I'm in. Reese and Papa Steve, W freaking watch streaks. Gamers. The sprite of the colors better? Oh, 100%. I knew it was going over odds the moment I got my starter unless the one carries. That's, yup. Yup. That's what I feel about my Pokemon Black shiny only that I'm doing. Or my shiny Dream Team or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, I got Emolga. No, sorry. I got Tepig in 1300, and then I got Emolga in 1300. So I'm like, oh my god. My Emolga hunt is about to be so over odds. I barely do that anymore, though, if I'm being real. I haven't touched that in so long. Just to see if I get something before you. If you do, I will be sobbing myself to sleep. If you get the starter I wanted, that's the brutality. When sprites go to the stores, but they only sell 7-Up. Shiny Rickety on my other... You got 2 Shiny Rickety on other account, other 200 encounters? Oh, then you're going to be there for a lot longer than a week, hamster. Have fun, homie. We'll see you in like 3 years, dog. Get ready for a 10,000 plus encounter hunt. If you have 2 and under 200 encounters, brother. You're supposed to do 8,192 encounters for 2 Shiny Rickety. If you found 2 and 200, then you've got 7,000 to compensate. Good afternoon, Waves. Hello, JerryMox67. Hello, Gamer. What are we? Paying my dues for a fast starter hunt and relatively quick phases of Jigglypuff and Fire Red. Are you keeping count of your encounters? And if so, how far into the Jigglypuff hunt are you? I know you're 3 phases, but how many encounters? You broke my chain? You're welcome. What are you chaining in even? BDSP? Oh. I didn't break your chain. You did by playing BDSP. Sorry, bro. That's a you thing, dog. You set yourself up for failure. He's 867. What a peak song, bro. Okay, I'm gonna be no byways in chat. Have a good slumber, Plort. Good luck on your Uncle Mimi quest, homie. We will see you around. Take it easy, Brotato. Now you know. Dad, you guys want to predict? You guys want to pre-up your dicks? Y'all yearn for the dick prees? Yes, yes. Well, Poopy, run it, bro. Run it, Poopy. What are we, a moderator? Not really? Okay, well, ban Amber in the process. Before they patched BDSP, I got Shiny Gardevoir and Staraptor. What do you mean patched BDSP? What are you talking about? Is grass green? Am I a gambling addict? Are you bitchless? I don't know. Maybe. Shut up, Chud. Hey, people's not doing a very good job at running the predict. I got you, Chad. Don't worry. Alrighty, chatters. Already, chatters. Already, anything and everything between it is time for you to pre-up your own deck today. Question of the day. You guys know the drill. Are we about to find a shiny Pokemon today? Yes and or no. Remember, chatters, I'm watching the points towards the prediction. The more data points you get back, which means if you want to make certified songs, you best be going all in, baby. Full side or no side. I don't know why my PC froze there, but fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. And chat, also, if you don't gamble, you suck. Yep, and you smell. And you also are built like a burnt potato chip. I don't make the rules, but just so you know. What are we? It was asking, should have typed faster. Ask me to my forehead. Get a lurk. Dude, I'll be for better, Papa Steve. I'll be for better, bro. Thank you for that, Loic. Thank you, thank you. They patched the radar to make it harder. Wait, so base BDSP has easier radar? Does base BDSP have the Diamond Pearl Platinum radar, or is it like, how does that work? I don't know the lore. I'm not tapped in. Oh. Also, wait, you can find Ralts in BDSP. Oh, yes, you can. Never mind. I know you can. Yes, you can. Yeah, bro. Should I unpatch my BDSP chat? That does sound kind of hype. No, my fucking charger's gonna fall. Hello, Sean. Wait, was that shiny? No, it wasn't. Okay. It wasn't. Ugh. Heart attack, bro. It's because, like, the butt wings are the color of the shiny. It's like if I'm not looking at it and I just see it in my peripheral vision, I just see the butt color and I'm like, oh no. Damn it. Why do you print my downfall? What the fuck's up with that, Connor? Dude, the next time we play Fortnite, I'm gonna take the L on your dead body. I'll remember this, bro. Don't you worry. You look at the butt? Damn straight I am, dog. I'm looking right up Ho-Oh's ass cheeks. I'm like that one doctor. I don't know what it's called, but the cloaca? Is that what a bird's butt is called? Just to be popular. Whoa, I done said it, bro. Sorry, man. You went there first. All I'm saying, you went there first, Connor. Kinda, yes. Why do we got a fancy name for bird butt? Chad, I heard today is the hottest day in May in the UK. Eminem. So if you're in the UK, skill issue, bro. Move to Canada or something. Here it is. Here, like in Canada. Brother, it's 24 degrees. I'm cold. What are you talking about? 20. Oh my god, it's 29 degrees. Amber, I hope you have AC, bro. It was 7 Celsius today. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Popular just to be popular. 30 plus for you 2 days ago? Fahrenheit or Celsius, Connor? Wait, Celsius? Aren't you Canadian? 32 degrees Celsius? Oh my god, Flo. That is ridiculous, brother. UK doesn't do AC? That's brutal, man. Common UKL. Bam, 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 bam. 33 today. That's insane. Peaked One Piece? Yo, shut up, dog. And it's trying its best. Dude, that is so brutal. 07 you guys. I'm so grateful that I got central air because I would lose my fucking mind otherwise. I hate the heat so much, bro. I hate it so much. 88 Fahrenheit? I do not know Fahrenheit translation. This Friday's 31. Let me look at the weather for where I am. Today's the hottest day until next Wednesday. Like a week from now. Oh, but then Thursday gets up 2 degrees. Damn. Must suck. Living in the heat, bro. I hate the heat so much, bro. You scared the Tyrogs away? Good. Hello, kitten. What's up, Jerry? Alberta's just constant wind too. Like, if it's just wind, that sounds so nice because wind is awesome. But if it's like stormy wind, ew. So you live in Belgium? No. 33 in the shop today. 38? Oh my god. That is ridiculous. Hi, Win. What are you screaming for, brother? It's not that bad inside my apartment. Well, I'm glad it's not bad because, like, I can't. I could never. I mean, like, I'm not in your apartment, so you know. But I could never. I fucking hate the heat. Fuck the heat, bro. I like being cold. Canada, eh? And that one FNAF game. Happiest day? That wasn't Pizza Sim, was it? Oh, that was no. Happiest Day was FNAF 3. No, Happiest Day is FNAF 3 because FNAF 3 you have to do the mini game after every night of going through purifying the souls. Yeah, that's FNAF 3. I don't know why I said Pizza Sim. Is AT still here? Air traffic. We'll see. K hashtag star NKER. No. No clue what that is, hamster. It looks like you tried to spell clanker, but like wrong. Like you tried to censor it too. Thanks, Waves. No problem, Poopy. I mean, here, I got you. I can just... I can just spam air traffic in Discord. I got you. Hey, Tater. What's up, gamer? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? I've never played FNAF 3. Missing out on the lore. What's up, Lightning? Hey, gamer. Welcome on in as well. Hello, hello. It means cancer. in Dutch. Why are you censoring the word cancer? I do plan to play FNAF 3 someday. Dude, I cannot understand. Like, I'm gonna be so real. I genuinely feel bad. Genuinely feel bad for anybody who's not into FNAF like that. Because, like, even if you don't fuck with the game, I don't fuck with the games. It has such a cool, there's a really vague story. But the vagueness allows user interpretation, and it just cooked up so many theories, and it's... Dude, the FNAF phase is one of my favorite phases ever, bro. I fucking love getting into FNAF phases. I played FNAF until 5, I just never got the lore, really. No, I was the opposite. I didn't really play the games, but I was super into the lore. I used to be able to recite it off the top of my head from start to, like, Pizza Sim. And then after Pizza Sim, it went wonky. You fuck with Subnautica? Not really, no. Yeah, but I want to know where Waves lives. I am a Canadian. I liked watching the vids and pretending I get the lore. I definitely get all of it, especially a lot of the new stuff. Yeah, no. Like, the new stuff, I don't. They lost me when they're like, oh, the Remnant can bring him back from the dead. And then it's like he uploaded a copy of himself. And then that USB drive got infected by Remnant, which was like how he came back from the dead. And then like, it's, yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. And then like VR was like somehow infected. And then like it infects the player. And then the player is Vanessa. And then that's why Vanessa's the way she is in Security Breach. If I'm remembering correctly, it's been so long. I don't know. I tried it and I was like, yeah, I just don't really care anymore. What does one begin the FNAF lore? You just have to watch like any like FNAF. I think the other thing too is like back then it was always just theories. You know what I mean? Because it's like the games weren't out. And something that Scott likes to do is he likes to answer questions in newer games. Like he'll leave a question or leave something in like FNAF 2, and then he won't actually like acknowledge it until FNAF 4. I'm like, oh, that's why. So like before FNAF 4 came out, it was all just theories as to what the fuck this thing meant. Nowadays, I feel like if you were to like divulge, it wouldn't be as fun because there's a relatively concrete timeline. Whereas beforehand, there wasn't. There was so many different interpretations of so many different things. So it was much more fun back then. It's kind of like you had to be there. Like, you still could now, but I don't think it'd be the same. But to answer your question, yeah, probably. You could just binge watch all of Matt Pass things. I feel like if you just binge watched every game theory video on FNAF, you could kind of get a recreation for it as long as you don't, like, watch a video that, like, is like, oh, concrete FNAF timeline. If you kind of just, like, go through the theories in chronological order, you could still probably re-experience it, but I think it's a lot of out-of-your-way work. I've been really been here before, but I watched your videos a lot recently. Just wanted to say keep up the good work. Thank you, IKEA. We appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much, homie. I'm glad you've been enjoying them. Thank you. How was time of progress of real? The fucking security breach turns 5? That's crazy. That is crazy. Immortals. That is insane. That game is 5 years old now. Oh my god. Absurd. You can skip the first of it on Game Theory and FNAF. That one is really weird and has nothing to do with the actual story. I don't know if I even know what the first one is. I just started watching them one day and I was like, okay. I'm gonna watch all of them now. Because I know that you're an old-fashioned man. We're not even at 2K encounters yet. What the freak? Oh my god. I think the first game to an actual homicide at a Chuck E. Cheese. That could be the inspo, though. Oddly enough, that could be the inspiration. We used to be wild. He got much more friendly as the years went on. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, Oshawaves, I'm just like you. My name. Your name's Oshawak Go Goated. Or Goated, not Go Goated. Fuck me. How are you just like me? Thank you for the hydrate when I got you, brother. Cheers, brother. Go to the Fortnite map. Yes. Go Goated. Man, I miss when like Fortnite only had Playground. That shit was so fun. I'm just like you because we're both Oshawa and I also shiny hunt. I'm not Oshawott. I'm a human being man. Hello. Look, I even have a flesh wound to show it. No Oshawotting here. And you've been clickbaited, brother. I don't even like Oshawott. I don't dislike him, but he's like a B, maybe A tier starter. Snively's my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon, or Gen 5 starter. I bet the Fortnite only had builds. I can't lie. Me too. Me too. Because it was really fun playing builds against people who could not build, but now the people who cannot build play no builds. So everybody who plays builds can build. Ever zero build? I would like zero build mill. No, you know what I would like? You know what I wish they did for zero builds? Instead of making it zero builds. This is gonna be like a really niche. Because this was like a one-time LTM. I don't think they ever release it again. But there was an LTM in Fortnite. I think it was called Bare Bones. Where you had a total of 15 builds. You could hold 50 wood, 50 metal, and 50 brick. That was it. That was your max. I would love that as the no builds. Because you can't really do some crazy ass building shit with 15 builds. Like a 90, that's 1, 2, 3. Well, I mean, to do a proper 90, you'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 6 builds right there. That's for 190. But you could still kind of build. But if they did that, that means Overshield wouldn't exist. I fucking hate Overshield. I hate Overshield. So I understand that it's very necessary for no builds, but I hate it. Dude, why is my encoder being overloaded, chat? What the freak? Hitter, check your DMs. You're being threatened. You get 90 with tables. Spider 90s, bro. Dude, Spider 90s were so fun. That was my favorite kind of 90s. I never did them in game because they're so easy to get shot out. But they were really fun if you just needed to quickly get height. Actually, like for the longest time, I'm not even kidding. I could Spider 90 better than I could actually 90. You could build cover. Yeah, that's exactly it. Build cover. That's why I think low builds would be fire. Yeah, I'm good, bro. See you later, dog. I'm good. I am straight good with that, brother. Get the fuck off of Twitch, dog. Go watch your freaky porn kink somewhere else, dog. See you later. If you play Zero Build, you can better play Warzone. Yeah, Warzone's literally just like first person Zero Build Fortnite, pretty much. Warzone fucking blows now. Warzone's not good at all. Hi, Orb. Hey, gamer. How do we do, brother? How are we? How are we? My God, guys, look at the high orb train. Holy freak. Orb is so famous. I miss OG. I do too, bro. Can't say long. I just want to say hi. Oh man, you're not gonna be able to see me get help before you. Oh man. Don't worry. When I find out, we should tweet it, stream it to @orbicular. I'll ping you on Discord. I'll email you the clip. I'll message you on iMessage. I'll message you on YouTube messages. Fun fact, that's a thing. I'll message you on Twitch Whispers. I'll message you on Instagram. I'll send it to you on TikTok. I'll send it to you on Facebook. That way you can see it. What is that? Sounds like I can't play anymore? Oh man, you have Orb's number. I heard YouTube was adding messages. When the fuck that happened? They added YouTube messages fucking ages ago, bro. Like years ago. Nobody knows about it though. Is it a hot take to say it's because of the internet and meta loadout? About Warzone? Kinda, yeah. I don't actually remembers it. See, I don't remember it, but I remember how to get it. Warzone dead and collected play count on stream is all L COD games, no? I try it again. Warzone dead and the collective player count on stream is all... Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm mathing the math. All I COD games? All L COD games? Run that back, Connor. I don't know what I'm reading. You in the comment section? No, you can actually message people on YouTube. I don't know all the features. To be fair, nobody knows all the features. I don't ever use the YouTube messages. I just know it exists. I've never used it before. But it does exist. I've seen it. No, I removed it. Yeah, but the Wayback Machine. Warzone dead comment. Isn't the Steam count for players all the COD games combined? I don't actually know. I actually have no idea. Yeah, you can't escape me, brother. With the joys of the Wayback Machine, once something is on the internet, it is permanently on the internet, whether you delete it or not. They should disable YouTube messages if you upload Minecraft videos. But I want to be able to use YouTube messages so I can message the Huz and spit my Riz. Should I be right here, by the way? Is this Huz, or are this Huz and this Riz in the room with us right now? Yep. Boomer. Oh, Boomer. Oh my God. Boomer. Thank you for the follow. Primo. Thank you for the follow as well. Oh my God. Wait, no, I'm stupid. Primo, thank you for the follow. Boomer, welcome back. I got there eventually. Hello, gamer. How are we? Peak will never happen again. Unfortunately, true. Only probably game that never does Minecraft. Just you wait until I make Minecraft 2. Then it's cooked for all the Minecraft fans. Thank you for the shine like mango. It's not just on its peak. Yeah, Fortnite's still like, dude, Fortnite had 1 million players on PlayStation like 2 weeks ago. Like just on PlayStation, like 1 million active players. So I don't really know if that's considered dead. I still think Fortnite's like one of the biggest games. I just think like a new game comes out every now and again and it blows up and everybody's like, oh my God, this game is awesome. And they drool over it, art creators. And then people get sick of the game and then nobody gives a fuck. And then it's like, oh, back to reliable. Hey, Fortnite. Or tell your friend I said hi for me. Hi, Orb's friends. Hello, Peter. Welcome to Fortnite. Thank you, Orb. Gmod and Roblox. Nah, I don't give a fuck what you say. Gmod is dead, bro. When was the last time anybody... I haven't heard the term Gmod in months. It's dead. I'm sorry. That shit is dead. Roblox, valid. But Roblox isn't even a game. Roblox is a launcher to play games on it. So like, I don't even know if Roblox counts as a game. Because it's a game launcher. It's like Epic Games. You know, you don't say Epic Games is dead because you load up Epic Games to play Fortnite. You play games on Roblox. Like, you play games on Epic Games Launcher or whatever the fuck. So Roblox isn't necessarily a game. I played Gmod once, I did something wrong and every texture was an error, and then I never... Oh, if you broke it. Why would you do that? Minecraft will never die because of the 2-week phase. Yeah, but I have 2-week phases with Fortnite all the time, so Fortnite can't die either then. Oh no, I just want to play Prop Hunt. Ugh, 6-7. Oh, you're so right, Frosty. You're so right. That's a bird, but it's not a shiny one. How about Overwatch? Yeah, fuck Overwatch. No, Overwatch isn't dead. I don't know how many players we play in that game, but it's definitely not dead. They just had a Fortnite collab. So why would you play Overwatch when you could play Overwatch instead of Fortnite? What, she was dead? Definitely not. Active player count right now. There's 500,000 players on Overwatch 2 right now. How the fuck is that dead? 407,000 players. 407,000 players. That is not dead. Oh, that's May. Oh, no, yeah. That's May 8th. Sorry, that's May 8th. Oh, daily statistics? No, that is today. No, that's today. 15 million players this month. 3.5 million players a day. 500 or 407,000 players right now. I think fully reverted back to Overwatch 2. I don't fucking know. I don't know, man. There's only 70,000 players on Steam. But even still, like, the all-time peak in the past 3 months is 165. So just half of their peak on Steam. But that's just Steam. Among Us? Yeah, that's a dead game, bro. That's definitely a dead game. It still gets played, but no, I would say Among Us is, like, dead. But it's like, you know. You should stream Fortnite and use your feet as the controller. Do I need to have a controller cam too then? My Twitch name, let me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, now your name is Ruby. Hello, Ruby. That's how people doing. I'm doing good, bro. How are you? How are you? Yes, but Clash of Clans is dead? Definitely not true. That game is still thriving. Definitely not true. I think you don't know what the term dead means, hamster. Because the game doesn't pull what they used to pull does not mean the game is dead. A dead game is a game that struggles to pull like 1,000 players. Clash of Clans has hundreds of thousands of players every day. I just don't think you know what the term dead means. Yo, Boomer, bro. I don't want to have to ban you too, dog. It's like they call them dead, but you're just using the you're not using the word right. You're using it wrong, unfortunately. Yo, Fall Guys, that's a game that I wow. 509 players on Steam. 600 player 24-hour peak. That's a game that's dead, brother. Or dying. I mean, that's just Steam, though. Like, you know, that's just Steam. However, it's still estimated to have 100,000 players globally because it's on Switch, it's on PlayStation, Xbox, like it's on everything. You know what I mean? Not just Steam. But you can't see active players on Switch. Like, there's just not a statistic for that. See, Fall Guys is a game that's like, it's never gonna die, but it'll never be alive like it was because it's a party game. The same thing with Among Us. Among Us will never die, but it's never gonna be like anywhere near what it once was because it's a game that lacks longevity replayability. It's a game you can come back to and fuck around for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, and have fun, but then you're not gonna play it again for a month. But then after a month, you'll come back to it and play it again. It's like one of those games where you just kind of like play randomly. So like in that sense, it will never die. It's like Minecraft in that sense because the 2-week Minecraft phase is so real. It's just Minecraft is like the biggest example of those kind of periodic games where I would say a good chunk of the player base only plays the game like this week and then like 5 weeks later and then 9 weeks later and then, you know what I mean? Fall Guys is so unrealistic. Ain't anyone falling for guys silly? Okay, bro. Fall Guys and Among Us are more so games to play with friends sometimes. Exactly, yeah. Which, like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? You don't. Every game that comes out doesn't mean to be a game that you just sit down and you just grind for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. It's okay to have a game that you just play once in a blue moon, or like once a month or whatever. You know, Pixelgun 3D, you need to know War Robots. I know Pixelgun, I have no idea what War Robots is. Nobody. I didn't like, I played Pixelgun 3D on my phone, and like, you know what I mean? For a mobile game, it was fun to play at school, but that was really it. I played a fuck ton of PUBG mobile at school. So no game is at this point. No, there's definitely a bunch of dead games, but you don't know what the definition of dead means. So, and that's okay, but Fall Guys when spring gals walk in. True. I'm gonna be real, bro. Spring kind of does mog fall. I'm excited for Camp Cobblemon. I wish I had a computer if I was wanting to try Cobblemon. Dude, I'm excited for Camp Cobblemon too. It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so gas. What a chicken eye. That's what I've been saying, Chaos. On Skibbity, Ohio. Phantom taxing me level 12. Yeah, retweet. I think it's more of an opinion. No, it's not. I don't think. No, it's okay. I'm not gonna entertain that conversation. That's just like, in my opinion, this cup is red. No, the fuck it's not. You know what I mean? That is a gray cup. That's a red bird, but that's a gray cup. Every other season mogs fall, autumn. Yeah, what's y'all's favorite season? I'm intrigued. I like winter. Winter's my favorite season, but I think for me it goes winter, spring, fall, summer. I don't keep up with Camp Cobblemon. Exclamation mark DC. Join the Discord server if you haven't already. Go to the announcements tab. There is a pinned video there. Watch it. Camp Cobblemon is the biggest Cobblemon event of all time. The biggest Cobblemon event ever. And we got invited to it, so I'm hyped. Fortnite Season 1. Ugh, I wish. Winter, spring, summer, fall, winter. Is Camp Cobblemon only content creators? Yes. Yes, it's an SMP. So, but it's just more than that. When does it start? Or you just playing it? It starts May 30th. Are you streaming it? Oh, absolutely. 100%. 1,000,000% I am. I'm so excited for that. I cannot wait. But I need to get this damn bird to be able to do that. What's your favorite Minecraft? I'm gonna be honest, I don't pay attention to new Minecraft updates anymore. I haven't played a new Minecraft update in like, I'm not even kidding, like 3 years. Honestly, maybe longer. I play 1.21.1 with mods. Because that's Cobblemon. It's just like, I feel like there's no reason for me to ever want to play new Minecrafts when everything they add already exists as a mod. So, you know. I'll comment me if the server will be peak and I would play on it. I want to make one, but I don't think I'll make one anytime soon because it costs a lot of money to run, and there's a lot that I want to do with it. I need to make it. It's just a lot of work for a project that realistically would not do well because my content is not Cobblemon based. It just would not make sense. And it's still something I will do. Like, I'm going to do that. I don't know when, but I will at some point. But because I know it won't do well, it's not a priority. That's never really got a new update. Was the Nether update? Dude, I don't even remember when that was. I'm gonna be real. I think interesting if it's added. I would say the happy gas thing is cool. Like, that's cool. But, like, I don't know. He can't wait for it. We have to wait a couple of years, brother. That's what I mean. Like, it's not gonna happen for a couple of years. It will happen, but like years down the line. I was looking after the cave update. I think that's when I stopped as well. When they like the cave overhaul, which I fucking love, by the way. I think the cave overhaul is like the coolest update ever. They add stuff for building. I ain't a builder. I need new mobs, bosses, tools, stuff. I don't want to be that guy because like I don't pay that much attention, but have they not been adding exactly that? Like, they added the hammer, the mace, and then they added the spear, and then they added a new set of armor and tools, and then they added new mobs, and yeah, what motherfuckers just be saying stuff to say stuff at this point, I swear. They've been doing that. Like, I see updates on Twitter, and I see the stuff they add, but I don't really play. There's a spear now? Yeah. Spear, mace, copper stuff, the warden. Yeah, that's what I mean. They've been adding exactly what bro's saying they don't add. You remember fans protesting against the mod vote 3 years ago? Yep. Look how that turned out. This my play was when the warden was like just released. Did the warden? No, the warden came after the caves update, right? So the warden updates when I stopped paying attention to new updates. Or was the warden with the cave update? I don't remember. Maybe it was. I don't remember. The new mobs are just gimmicks, and the spear is nerfed to the ground. And the mace is okay. Copper tools add nothing to the game because why make copper when iron is just as easy to get? Another level of progression. The spear is nerfed to the ground. The spear is like the most broken weapon in Minecraft history. I would die on that hill. Spear is fucking... Dude, from the shit I've seen, the spear is fantastic. I don't disagree. Like, I live Terraria. Like, I wish that, like, Minecraft started going Terraria's direction with, like, how Terraria has, like, all of these different weapons and bosses and shit. But I know that's, like... That's not Minecraft. That's Terraria. Like, I do agree that it would be cool if they added a bunch of newer, like, bosses and weapons and shit. But I'm not going to say that they haven't, because they have been. If I remember correctly, copper is better than iron. Oh, is it like gold, where it's like better than iron but doesn't last as long? Good to play a game if you don't want it, but add stuff to keep you're asking for. True. Was part 1 of Caves and Cliffs? Oh, okay. You know what? They could really use concrete stairs and slabs. I don't necessarily disagree with that. You know what I would like? Half slabs. Like, not even like half slabs, but like sideways slabs. They did add like the bookshelf, not bookshelf, but like the shelf thing that kind of looks like that. Vertical slabs. Yeah, they added a block that looks like that kind of, but either vertical slabs or, oh my god, please make it so I can put 2 slabs together. Please. Make it so I can put oak wood and spruce wood on the same tile. Please. Why doesn't that exist? My first 3 shiny magic card for the box boss? Hell yeah, W, bro. I think it lasts as much as iron. I think I haven't played an update that much. I haven't played it, period. So I don't really know the lore. I fear I don't know the lore. I haven't really paid any attention to the new stuff. But like, it's kind of cool because it means like there will be a point in time where like I do go play vanilla Minecraft, and there's like all this new shit that just didn't exist before, and like it'll be fun. You know what I mean? So in a way, by me not playing the new stuff, it does give me a new experience whenever I decide to finally play it again. Minecraft but better. Yep. I'm just gonna make every game but better at this point. What are we? Minecraft but better. Pokemon Heart Gold but better. Couplemon but better. Yeah, what other game should I make but better? What other game? Let me know. Fortnite. Fortnite but better would just be Fortnite without skill-based matchmaking. That would be it. Fortnite with no skill-based matchmaking. Problem solved. And honestly, no, Fortnite. You know how you fix Fortnite, bro? You know how you make Fortnite great again? Remove turbo builds and remove skill-based matchmaking and remove no builds. All 3 of those. Get rid of turbo build, no builds, and skill-based matchmaking. That would just fix Fortnite. Can we cook the board so it's nice and gold? I hope so, bro. I wish I could. It would be so nice. Lego Star Wars but better? It can't be done. That's not true. I could just make Lego Star Wars, but make it so Yoda because 7-6. Problem solved. Literally Star Wars but better. Luckily, I was your shiny butter racing. So teach me, bro. Teach me the ways, Pokemon artist. How do I do that? That would absolutely solve Fortnite. I think if they remove skill base and they remove turbo building, it'd be perfect. For those who don't know what turbo building is, I'm sure most people know how Fortnite works. When you're going to build, turbo building is the ability to hold down the build button and it will build for you. Like when Fortnite first came out, you always had to manually click for every time you wanted to place a wall or a stair or something. Turbo build made it so you just hold down a button and it would place everything automatically, which is why people are able to build as much as they can. Removing turbo builds wouldn't make that kind of building impossible, but make that a lot harder, so it'd be a lot less common. And it'd be sick. I think that'd be sick. Because with that, then you could remove no builds. It takes more hours until what? What is the lore? You should name the turbo or the turbo. The Ho-Oh butter just because. We're gonna name it whatever chat wants to name it when we find it. Whenever we find it, that's what we don't pre-fire names. So we'll start taking name suggestions when it sparkles on the screen. So if you want to be able to pick what it gets named, you gotta be here for when it sparkles, which is right now. Yeah, I fucking lied. Apart from Carpenter? No. Just somebody remember to name it, to suggest Carpenter. when we found it. If nobody said Carpenter, I wouldn't have picked Carpenter. But somebody did, and then chat voted that. No, we don't pre-fire any names. We don't do that. You can suggest a name and then hope that somebody in chat remembers it and they really like it, but we do not pre-fire names around here. Your RV friends and heart goes so silver. Just kind of go good like that. What can I say, bro? I'm bringing the old to the new, and I'm bringing the new to the old. Give us the rainbow turkey. How it was not rainbow. Dude, thank you for your service. I don't remember who it was, but somebody did. I was very happy they did, but they did. W them for real, for real. Go, go, go. You know what else would be awesome, hypothetically? If we could find it under 3,000 encounters. We're already at 2K, so. We're already there. Hello, Rory. How are we? How do we do? Welcome on in, Potato. I do good, and you? I'll be doing better when this shines, but I'm doing pretty okay so far. All things considered, I'm pretty a-okay. Aura. What are you saying, aura? You saying like aura-ass, or did you spell aura wrong? Okay, good luck with the bird. Thank you, Baculary. Appreciate it, homie. We'll see you later. Good luck with the moving, Brotato. Go, go, goes. Boom, 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 boom. Wait. Chaz, are there any events going on in Pokemon Go right now? Anything cool? Any crazy lore? I think the last time I checked was like Dino Day. Wait, I got logged out of Pokemon Go? What? No, wait. What happened? Okay, I'm back. We're good. Now we're good. We're good. We're good. I'm back. What's up, Tofifi? Not any big events because it's the weekend, but we have similar weekly events. Why wouldn't you do events on the weekend? I feel like, oh my god, this tournament is almost a hundo. I'm so pissed. Why would we keep edging hundos? I only play Pokemon Go for hundos. I'm gonna be real. I feel like shinies are too common in the game for me to give a shit about shinies, so I just go for hundos. Think of the shine like Amber times Tua and Boomer times Juan. Ow. Fuck. Hey, chat. Pro tip for yours truly, do not bang your nail off your desk. It doesn't feel good. You're welcome. Just in case you didn't know, now you do. Like calm days and raids. I wonder why they do that during weekdays. Like, what's the thought process? Because I feel like the game, maybe the game isn't more active on the weekends. Okay. Actually, now that I think about it, I feel like people are busy on the weekends. So, like, a game like Pokemon Go, you can kind of just play while you're out doing your day-to-day errands. So maybe that's why, actually. I think it's a lot easier to make time during the week. As weird as this sounds, I feel like it's easier to make time during the week for something like Pokemon Go than it is the weekends. Like, I wouldn't want to give up a weekend of going camping to play Pokemon Go, but like, oh, I'd give up going to stopping somewhere for lunch to play Pokemon Go. Or do it at the same time. Oh, I did misread it. No, you're so right. Waves reading? Oopsies. My message late estimates my forehead. He struggles clearly. I'm gonna be real. I only half read messages. My brain infers the rest. It's called inferring. We'll see you later, Hamster. Take it easy, homie. Enjoy your uncle mimi. If I'm remembering your time zone correctly. But maybe not. I don't know anything. I just know how to look for sparkles. That's about it. Waves has the reading level of an infant. Like Qfint? The elephant? Sasa, thank you for the shine like homie. See, I may have the reading level of an infant, but I have the gaming skills of a gamer. So kind of balances out if you think about it. You remember you still gotta catch one of those? I remember that I gotta find out where you live and drag your head into the concrete. Just put the fries in the bag, man. French fries. Don't say that. That sounds so yummy. 22, 30. See, I do know lore. You have my address on Prizzy. This is true. Should I type what if I dox Caleb right now? Hi, silly. Thank you for that like. Protect Caleb? What did he ever do for you, Amber? Cheers. Thank you for the shiny or the hydrate. I can't fucking read. I'm just useless. Thank you for the shiny luck. But Caleb lives on number 6-7 on his street. Oh, he definitely does. Well, actually, he doesn't because he doesn't live in a house. He lives in an apartment building, but his apartment number is 6-7. I'm gonna shoot type Waves the IRL and give him 100k. Do it, no balls. Do it, no freaking balls. Right now. One, so I can say far away. That's crazy. Yeah, when we do our next shiny only, can it be a 4096 game? Do not make me do another 8192, please. I beg of you. Let's go back to USUM. Well, no, our next game has to be either Fire or Leaf Green or Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee. But Let's Go? Yeah, but Let's Go, then we can't use Speed Up. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Caleb. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Don't even say that. I should ban you for saying that. Think of the hydrate, Tofifi. Yeah, but is it worth better odds if the encounter rate is like dropped to 0? You don't need to speed up Waves. You're stronger than that. I fucking hate shiny hunting, Boomer. You're wrong. Oshawaves Jr. What about him? You picked the wrong career, man. That's okay. I should just find a way to set up, like, an auto shiny hunter so I can play games while it's still shiny hunts. There's a way to do that. Oh, I know there is. Shiny hunts and Fire Red sounds very fun. And then the 1-8 and 192 odds are never evil here. Me when I lie. Me when I lie. Maybe just find the shiny. Shiny, cheat, Hard gold, soul, silver. Copy. Paste. All right. Didn't work. A man can dream. You gotta do the shiny chant, bro. That shit is for like 5-year-olds, brother. Not even fucking real. Gotta do the shiny dance. Dude, chat, we're not 9 years old. Grow up. We are not. I'm not doing a fucking shiny dance. That shit's not real. We all know that's just like the definition of immense copium. Hate the lack of acknowledgement here, broski. Hey, Steel. What's up, gamer? Eat a shiny Pokemon card. No. The only shiny Pokemon card I have is my shiny Gardevoir. I don't want to eat it. Look at that. I don't want to eat that. Look at sparkly. Or like that one, which I also don't want to eat because it's also sparkly.
Paul 67 says, "Do the shiny dance, you fucking pussy Twitch boy."
Fuck you. Fuck your mother and your father. I ain't doing shit. Nice snack? No, I'm not eating it, chat. I'm not doing that. Does the shiny is one of us answer for shut up, bro. Let's punch the mods because the X-Wizard punch is only the mods. It's just seasoned. Yeah, but I don't, my problem isn't that it tastes bad. It's that's a waste of a card. What's up, Cat Surfing Gamer? Actual success, everyone though. True. W aim. That's aura. I go still silver or Iceberg and let's go. Does Iceberg have charm? Anything's edible once, bro. You're so right. I should just do that. You're so right. I know how I can make shiny hunting interesting. I'll be back. Poison's totally edible once. Well, I mean, like, maybe. I guess, like, technically you're right. Like, it is edible. It's just, like, once you eat it, you're done. So, what if poison is, like, secretly, like, so good? Like, what if it's the best thing ever, and that's why you die when you consume it? Because, like, your taste buds officially peak, and your body just knows you will never peak beyond that. So, it's just like, all right, I'm tapping out. How many resets has it been? We're at 2,270. Brick bronze shiny only? Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm hungry, but I don't want to leave my room. But think about it, Pat. The longer you wait, the more hungry you're going to get. And ultimately, either way, you are going to leave your room because you're hungry. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what you do, you are eventually are going to have to leave your room to go get food. Because once you're hungry, it doesn't just go away. You know what I mean? Like, it will just build up. You'll get hungrier and hungrier and hungrier. Like the hungry hippos. So, you might as well go now because the sooner you go, the sooner you can return to your room to get comfy again. You know what I mean? So if you think about it, if you go now, then you'll be back in your room not hungry and comfortable faster than if you wait 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. You know what I mean? I mean, the spice of chili is technically poison IRC, but some people think it tastes like pee, so my point is it might be cooking. Oshawaves knows how to cook. Hey, my fucking encoder is pissing me off. Why does it say it's overloading? I don't get it. Is it because of the spam resets? Maybe. Let me... Chat, we are now playing Pokemon Upside Down. If you have any problems, L plus ratio. Hold on, I just want to see, like, what does this look like? Oh, ew, what the fuck? Why does it look like that? Ew, that looked gross. Looks normal to us? No. Look now. That don't look normal, bro. That looks like AI upscaled. It's not, but that's exactly what it looks like. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That looks like AI upscale. Like really shitty AI upscale. You see what I'm saying? Like that's gross. And you know what's weird is that's what the game normally looks like. I'm that's what it looks like without upscale. How the fuck does that make sense? Like it does not look like that on my DS, bro. I put my DS on screen and shit does not look like that. I don't know, bro. I'm just like looking through my graphics settings to see if there's like anything I can like decrease. I don't even use the fucking shader processing. So it's like, what the fuck? Whatever. Whatever. I've never heard someone talk with that much disgust. My apologies. Boomer, thank you for the shine like on me. I apologize, but it will happen again. So like, you know, I'm only so sorry. But I'm here. I want to swallow a Poké Rust? Ooh. Hold on. That might be Aura. Back to Upside Down. No! Check, can you get Weavile? Random question. Can you get Weavile before post-game in Gen 4? Like Diamond Pro Platinum? Isn't Weavile post-game? That's my goat. I love Weavile. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it is post-game. Like the item you need to get. I know you can in Plat. Yeah, Plat did make so some of them are not post-game, like Gliscor. I think it's Gliscor and Weavile. And one more. I'm pretty sure Diamond Pro Platinum it is exclusive to post-game. That Pro is definitely post-game, not sure about Plat. There you go, chat. Yeah, okay. Thank you. That's what I thought. Because, like, I've been, like, kind of looking through Diamond Pro Platinum. And it's, like, trying to figure out a unique team to use. Because I'm looking at all the options, and it's like, your options are the basic bitches. You know, Floatzel, your starter, Luxray, Staraptor, Lucario, Garchomp, or like, Roserade. Or the worst options ever. Everything else sucks. Chat, let me know, bro. Do you guys ever use unique Pokemon? Or, like, what's the most unique Pokemon you've ever used on a Diamond Pearl playthrough? Or BDSP? I guess BDSP has the Underground, which definitely helps, but... all cool Pokemon in Diamond Pearl locked my post-game. That's why Diamond Pearl sucks, bro. Like, the playthrough of Diamond Pearl is so weak. Toxicroak? Yeah, okay, Toxicroak was a unique one. That's a unique one for sure. That's up there. Cherim. Yeah, Cherubi, I think Cherim's a sleeper pick too, honestly. You think we played DPP more than once? You're right. Munchlax, painful to get. Yes, Snorlax is, you're right. You low-key are right. Chat, you guys want to know fun facts? Fun facts for you. Fun fact for you guys. For all you gamers, this is a Diamond Pearl fun fact I guarantee most of you didn't know. When you're playing Diamond and Pearl, I don't know about BDSP, but I know this is Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. Whenever you get a Pokemon in a honey tree, if you slather that honey tree right after the battle, you cannot move a tile. If you move a tile, it don't work. But if you slather a tree instantly, you have a 90% chance of getting the same Pokemon group. Those don't know, there's group A in trees, which is like your common ass Pokemon, like Combee, like maybe Cherubi, blah, 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 whatever. There's group B, which is like your Heracross and your whatever your rare stuff is. And then there's group C, which is exclusively Munchlax. So in theory, if you slather a tree, get a Munchlax, and then after the battle, you instantly slather a tree again, you have a 90% chance to get Munchlax again. You want to fix your posture, bro? My posture looks cooked, but it's it's actually better. Like, I am sitting back. I have my legs out. I got a little thingy for my legs, which is why, like, I've been sitting like this. It's like a leg rest. Normally I'm sitting like this, so this is much better. How are the patience of honey trees? Fair. So very fair. I love the irony of Barry being a pretty impatient character, but having two fairly rare honey tree Pokemon on his team. Oh, true. True. Bang, bang, straight through my heart. Yo, get Ho-Ho now? Right now? But what if I want to get it later? I gotta use Lumineon. Yes. Oh my god, so true. Chat, if you're playing through BDS, or if you're playing through Gen 4, use Lumineon. Actually, what is Lumineon's stats? It's just a fish, but... Am I still zoomed in on Cerebi? My lord. Yeah, it's literally just a fish. But, like... You get Rain Dance? If you get Rain Dance, you can make this Monloki a sweeper. It does get Rain Dance at level 13. Well, I guess at that point, you'd get Rain Dance on Finneon. And Finneon's cool, bro. Finneon's got a cool cry. But if you get a Swift Swim with Lumineon, you could kind of be cooking. Because that doubles your speed and boost. Dude, I've really been, like, sleeping on rain. Or just, like, weathers. Like, I really have. Like, throughout my entire Pokemon career, I always slept on weather. I never cared. And then I got into stat boost. I was like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, stat boost moves are kind of go-goated, bro. Calm Mind, Gardevoir does go kind of crazy. But now I'm just like, dude, like, rain? Because of Swift Swim, rain is goated. Because rain, Swift Swim doubles your speed in the rain, but it also doubles your your water damage, or it boosts it to double stab. So like if you have a Swift Swim on, you basically get +2 speed, +1 to all of your water attacks, just like that, off of rain. And I think it's like it's kind of nutty. So like, Lumineon might not be the greatest Pokemon ever, but you put that bitch in rain, which it learns Rain Dance. That guy could kind of cook up some damage. Damn, now I want to use a fucking Lumineon. When do you get Finneon and Heart Gold Soul Silver? I'll put it on my team. I'll put it on my Heart Gold Soul Silver team. Pokewalker. Down. I'm going to reset my Pokewalker. I'm so sad. I'm so sad that the Latios on this Pokewalker is just, I gotta get rid of it. Like, look, dude, it's the Latios. But I can get it back. I can get it back. Because I know... What is this number? I don't know what this number means. I don't know what the number on the bottom right means. It just keeps going up. Okay, that's what I gotta do tonight then, after I finish a little bit of work I gotta do. You can? Not legitimately, but like I know like that Latios is the Heart Gold Soul Silver event Latios, so I can just get the event in my Soul Silver copy and then put Latios back in. You know what I mean? I'll do it that way. Catch my own Latios and put it back in. Because the thing with Pokewalkers, this doesn't actually have Latios in it. The way the Pokewalkers work is they actually just replicate data. So there's the Latios isn't in the Pokewalker. It's just replicating the Latios from the game that doesn't exist anymore. So like I could put Ho-Oh in the Pokewalker and then trade my Ho-Oh all the way to Scarvy, and it's still gonna be in my Pokewalker. I just can't put it back because the Ho-Oh data is not there anymore. You know what I mean? That's how that works. Like, it is so cool that there's a Latios in here, but it's not actually in here. It's just the last time the Pokewalker was connected to the DS, it connected with the Latios. But the guy took it, so the guy took it, traded it to whatever his new game is, whatever. So it's not in here anymore. But it's still cool. And yeah, I'm gonna put, like, whenever I get around to doing the event in my copy, because I still think I only have 4 badges. So I'm not super far, but whenever I do get to that point, I am going to put Latios in there. That's the plan. Luminion's beta sprite is kind of peak. Can you find it for me and link me it on Discord? Honestly, kind of cozy with a Gen 4 Cry, Staraptor, Luminion, Spiritomb, and of course Kricketune. I don't know what Luminion's is, but I know that Finneon is me. But like more aquatic, but I don't disagree. Gen 4 Cries are kind of go-goated. Wait, did we get the shine today? I'm gonna recreate every Mark Wahlberg movie. I don't know who that is. Who the hell is Mark Wahlberg? Oh, the guy from Ted. Oh, you got that light working on reaction. What was that random pause there? Because I didn't know how to say his name. Sorry, I'm not one of those people who like no disrespect. I don't pay attention to like names of people. I'm a face person. I just don't remember names as it is, but like especially like celebrities. Like, you know how long it took me to remember that Tony Stark was okay, this is a really bad example because I was gonna pretend that I was like trying to show that I know his name, and now I'm forgetting it. Oh my god, this is so bad. I know his name. It's something something Junior. It's something something Junior. Oh my god. Okay, well I don't remember what Tony Stark's name is anymore. Robert Downey Jr. There you go. Yeah, I'm not a name person. Like, especially actors. Like, you say the guy from Ted? Oh. Yeah, I know who that is, but you say Mark Wahlberg or whatever? Who? Who? Wait, that's... Why did they not keep that? Shut the fuck up. Dude, that's what Luminion's beta spark looked like. That, no disrespect to modern Luminion, but this is way cooler, bro. This is way cooler. Way better colors. The black looks so much better, and it mixes well with the other. Like, this looks awesome, bro. And then we got this. How did we go from this to that? Holy downfall, bro. You hate to see it, bro. You hate to freaking see it. I haven't seen the show, but I love the yeah, but they got him scene. I think that's from the movie because they made a movie and a show. I haven't watched. Oh wait, no, is the yeah they got him from the show? I haven't seen all the show. I tried watching it and I just got kind of bored. Like I can't sit down and watch comedy, bro. That's something like I kind of hate. I just get so bored watching comedy. If there's not like a plot or something, I'm not interested. It might be from the second movie, actually, now that I think about it. If it's from the show, I think it might be the second movie, actually. Because the show is Ted and the guy's a teenager. And the movies he's an adult. I think it is the second one. Because they're explaining to the new girl that he met that yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, they got him. Yeah, I think it is. I might be wrong though. What's up, Katrina? Hey gamer. Luminion is really a design of all time. True. I like modern Luminion. I do like modern Luminion. I just nowhere near as much as the beta. Treasure. Who's the ginger? I hope not Mark Wahlberg. Yeah. Well, he's not Mark Wahlberg. He's the character that Mark Wahlberg plays, but Johnny. Exactly. It's Johnny's teenage years. How's it hanging aside this bird? It's been good, bro. I mean, outside of the bird, it's been good. I mean, even with the bird, it's not going too bad. We're 2,500, so we're pushing. I'm gonna go shower. See you in 30 minutes. Don't fall in. I've seen both the movies in the show. Do you think the show is better than either of the movies, Sasa? Updated on the Marky lore. The Marky Mark lore. Do you mean Invincible? But I'm kind of curious. How much does Surf do to Ho-Oh? Oh, well, if you Sunny Day, it does nothing. No, Mark Wahlberg? No. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know what the fuck Marky Mark is, so no. Almost everyone except for the mom on that show that played... Almost everyone except for the mom on the show that play the named important-ish characters are from the Orville. So all the actors are from the same place other than the mom? That's cool. Yo! Hammy, come with the raid at 10. Hammy, thank you for the raid, bro. How was your stream? What were we up to? What were we gaming? Welcome on in, Raiders. My name's Oshawaves. You don't know? We're currently looking for Shiny Ho-Oh and having no luck. Chat, if you haven't already, please, I beg of you, drop the homie Hammy a follow. It takes 2 seconds. All I gotta do is click 2 buttons. Do it for the one time, bro. Do it for the one time. How was the stream? What were we up to? What were we gaming? Still go for Deoxys. 4.9 for Deoxys counting. 07, brother. I hope you get it soon, dog. I hope you get it soon, homie. How you doing? I'm doing okay. I'll be doing much better when this Ho-Oh shines, but overall I'm doing pretty A-okay. I'm not doing too shabby. Chat, can I send one of you guys on a side quest really quickly? Chat, type one if you're interested in going on an internet side quest for Oshawaves. Maybe it's an internet side quest. It's just a research side quest. 1, can somebody find out like how long it would take to get Finneon in the Pokewalker? If you typed 1, that's your task. Roughly how long? Because the Pokewalker is based off of like steps. That's how you progress, and the more you progress, you unlock new stages. How many stages do I need to unlock to get Finneon? Because that's a Pokewalker exclusive Pokemon in Heart Gold Soul Silver. But I want it. I mean, I do already have Krabby. But I don't care. I've used like 9 different Pokemon on my team. Stormy Beach walking 4,000 steps. So do I need to do 4,000 steps and then Stormy Beach just becomes available? Or is it like I walk 4,000 steps for a chance to get Stormy Beach? So that was fast as fuck. Oh, had my 6-year anniversary Saturday? Oh shit. What did you end up doing, Hammy? Just unlock it? Okay. So I gotta find a ceiling fan to put my Pokewalker on. Wait, what? Hammy said 50k. Caleb, you said 4k. That's a big jump. 50k steps to unlock the map and 5 to 7,000 steps on said map for a chance. That's kind of what I thought. I was gonna say, I feel like 4k steps feels a little too easy. Fuck. 50k steps. All right. That's not awful. But that means I gotta wait. I don't have patience. Did I miss about something looking? Ooh. Anything cool? Anything fun? I don't care. Got some decent cards. Ooh. Dude, I went to a Pokemon card show on my trip. It was so fun. I need to go to another one. I mean, my bank account disagrees because I spent so much money. Oh my god. But like, it was still really fun to see everything. Have y'all ever been to a Pokemon card show before, chat? Type 1 if yes, type 2 if no. The show not too far away from the 31st. Might need to scout for possible heirlooms out of my collection. You should. You should. Damn, bro. If you type 2, you're missing out. I'm gonna be real. You're missing out. It's super fun. It is kind of absurd. I've been like, holy fuck, why does this cost $7 bajillion? It's a fucking Pikachu. But it is really cool to look at a lot of pretty cards. And there are so many cards that are so much cheaper than you expect. This. Victini. Full Art VMAX. Full Art. $3. Canadian. That's like $2 US. This. I think was like $4. This. $9. This. $3. This was like 10, 20, 20. This was 20. These were both 10 each. Both of these. Which I just got like one English, one not English. $10 each. This was 30. That was 30. Like, Pokemon cards aren't sometimes that expensive. Waves check DMs. Hey, Waves, you fucking suck. And I hate all of your streams. And I hope you fail the shiny Ho-Oh. Okay. I'd like to go sometime, but I honestly don't know if they exist here in Denmark. Oh, there's only one way to find out. Only one way to find out. Very stinky? True. Oh my god, the room smelled like BO. You're so right. Motherfuckers do not know how to, like, not smell like shit. I feel like it's very easy. Shower often and wear deodorant multiple times a day if you must. Thank you for the sound like Sean. ×2. But I'm on my card collection. I'm a bit nervous to get back into it because of bad actors. Bad actors. Yeah, you don't need much of a collection to go. You can just go to look at the pretty cards. You need to buy anything. Please don't get the scub. Please retweet. Motherfuckers do be forgetting that shit, bro. I swear. It was not the most pleasant smell. But it also wasn't like awful. It wasn't like the room fucking reeked. It was just like some parts like, you could just tell. Also, what's up, Princess? Hey, gamer. Welcome on in. They do exist in Denmark, mainly called the narcotic shasha. Ooh, well, there you go, bro. There you go. Library, no reaction. Dear Waves, I hope you get it, and Celine's luck gets 0%, and they never get a shiny until you get 2 shinies. Dear Nathan, type shit, bro. Type shit. Amen. But what's the characterizing for the funny I didn't get my chase? Then I nab that card sometime in a show. See, that's the other thing. It's like, if I can just like, let's be real, bro. We all open Pokemon cards. We don't give a fuck about the other boring ones. We open Pokemon cards for chase cards. You open for rare cards. You open for full arts, EXs, and anything in between. Rare cards, golden cards. You don't care about like all the other cards. You buy every pack for that one card. So it's like, why would I bother paying the ridiculous amount to open a pack when I could just go buy the card I want? You know what I mean? Why would I bother? That's my thought process. That's why, like, I will probably never buy packs again. Because packs are so expensive. If packs were cheaper, different story. But, like, this was a $3 card. I guarantee you the pack to pull this card costed, like, 3 times that. One pack for a chance to get this card. Or I pay a third of the price and I get what I want. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. To me. Not a true gambler. I'm a responsible gambler. Hydrate. Thank you, Nathan. Scalpers are devious. I don't disagree with that. However, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Sitting here saying, oh man, I hate scalpers. Is it going to change the fact that they exist? It's not going to change the price of the cards. It's not going to make any difference whatsoever. So rather than bitching and complaining about scalpers, I just be like, okay, the game's changed. The game's different. Play the game to your advantage. I'm good. How are you? I'm pretty good. Honestly, I'm pretty A-okay. I would be doing better when this Pokemon decides to sparkle, but I'm pretty damn A-okay overall. Happy Tuesday, chat, innit? Oh my god, it's Tuesday. Bug catching contest day. Locked in, bro. Break it down. Make upside down screen a point redeem. Okay, you owe me points now. Now you owe me points. Favorite the bugs, bro? I can't forget the bugs, bro. Bug catching contest. I need that for the Pokedex, man. I can't get Caterpie. I'm on Soul Silver. Well, not this game, but my other game. It's Soul Silver. I can't get Caterpie. It's a version exclusive. Life has been better since I started buying singles. That's what I'm saying, Lightning. That's what I'm saying, bro. There's something satisfying about pulling your chase card, though. Yeah, but that comes at the cost of, like, $7 gajillion fucking dollars. I don't say it's worth it, because financially, that's a really stupid decision. Spending, like, hundreds of dollars on packs just to try to get the card you want, just for that card to then sit there and do nothing. That's it, sit there, and then once in a blue moon, you're like, oh, hey, I have this. Hell yeah. I'd rather just buy it. For like a quarter of the price, if it's just gonna sit there anyways. Time for bed, still deep in the exam challenges. 07. Yay to see it. Time to get some sleep, but we're powering through. Have a fun stream. Good luck on the hunt, drink water, buy gold. We shall see it later. Hands, Maximus. Thank you for stopping by, homie. Enjoy your Uncle Emmy. Good luck on your exams tomorrow, soldier. We're gonna buy my Breloom Master Set. Got all the newer ones. So that's sick, bro. That's sick. Breloom Master Set is cool as fuck. See, I'd love to do a Master Set, but if I were to do a Master Set, it'd be for either Espeon or Gardevoir, two Pokemon that are incredibly popular and have incredibly expensive cards that cost upwards of thousands of dollars. Trust me, I've seen like 3 of them at the card show for $1,300. Not doing that. I don't give a fuck. I ain't doing that. I don't give a fuck. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Oh, shiny yet? Nothing yet, Gaiden. Also, welcome on in, homie. I still think of doing a Zangoose Master Set. See, like, if that's your favorite Pokemon, I say do it. I just, like, my favorite Pokemon are Gardevoir and Espeon. I guess, like, Hydreigon would be next step. That's my 3rd favorite Pokemon, but... Oh. Interesting. Did you buy the life-size plushies? No. I do have a large Espeon, though. That's it, though. But that's not even life-size, that's just large. Do I ground type it in Scarvy? Fucking right you do. Ground type is the best offensive type, fun fact. Like Glaceon English Master Set? Ooh, hell yeah, dude, that's sick. That's why this is likely the last time I ever open product, lest the market fixes itself over time. Yeah. Of course you have a large Espeon. Espeon's my favorite Pokemon. Why would I not have a large Espeon? He's my favorite gamer. My favorite Pokemon is Dragonite. That's not those expensive stuff? Yeah. Yep. You hate to see it, bro. Yeah, that's the reason. What other reason would it be? What are you talking about? I could see if like it was Vaporeon or like Gardevoir or Lopunny. You'd be like, oh, this guy's a gooner. But what the fuck does Espeon have to do? This is a space kitty. What about that screams gooner? A fellow Glaceon lover? Glaceon? I think Glaceon's my 2nd favorite evolution. It's either Glaceon or... I'm just tripping. It's either Glaceon or Leafeon. 100%. Well, Glaceon used to be my favorite evolution. Because Ice type used to be my favorite type. That's why I love Ice types. They're so cool. But I've converged to a Psychic gamer. Wait, really? Glaceon's the first ever Pokemon you've seen? Wow. That's crazy. Even Espeon is go to do. Espeon is fucking insane.
Yo, Crizo says breathe manually, breathe manually, breathe manually.
Alright, mods ban Crezo. He just ruined it for everybody. SMH my forehead. I found you through your shiny Omega Ruby / Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke video on YouTube. No disrespect, but why would you try it with this game? This game? First of all, what do you mean? Why would you try it with this game? What do you mean? Like, why wouldn't I? What are you implying? What is the lore? What am I missing? Second of all, this isn't a Nuzlocke. So a lot of new viewers came through the shiny Nuzlocke, which was like it's not a one-time thing. I'm definitely gonna do more, but that was meant to be a one-time spin-off. If you look at my channel, I've done plenty of shiny only challenges, which is exactly what I'm doing now, where we just beat the game using only shinies. And that's what we're doing. This is just a shiny only playthrough. No Nuzlocke aspects. Just shiny only. No Nuzlocke. But I definitely would love to do that at some point. It's just they take too long. It's hard to Nuzlocke. Well, we're not doing a Nuzlocke here. But that's true. That'd be fun though, dude. I think if we do another shiny only yeah, but this game was 8192. I fucking hate 8192. I hate 8192, bro. Never be the same. Cute charm. True. You're so right. Bum, 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 bum. No, I can't lie though. We definitely got to do another shiny only Nuzlocke soon. That video did numbers. I'm really happy with that video's performance. I was expecting it to do a little bit better. That being said, I'm still very happy with this performance. I tried something different in terms of pacing. Like, it's only 37 minutes because I tried to speed up the pacing, which is something I feel like I definitely don't do normally. Like, if you look at the last shiny only, which is Legends Arceus, that's an hour and a half compared to 37 minutes. Like, that's a big jump. But, like, I mean, the Legends Arceus is actually a little bit better, but it's been out for longer. So, either way, it's just, I don't know if I want to do, like, better pacing or longer videos. If I do better pacing, I can, like, that cuts a week out of editing. 100%. Like a 37-minute video versus an hour and 37-minute video, I'm going to edit the 37-minute video way faster. But then a lot of stuff gets cut. Like, I cut a lot from that video. There was a lot from the Nuzlocke video that I cut out, like stream moments and such. I cut a lot of it out. The Nuzlocke wasn't that long. Yeah, we did. Yeah, that's true too. But like, I intentionally tried to like keep it around that. If it wasn't, like, if we had done a full playthrough, so much more stuff would have been cut. The plan was to keep the pacing fast. That was the intention. You're my third favorite streamer. I think that's a backhanded compliment, but thank you, I think. I think. I'm beginning Let's Go Johto. Dude, a man can dream. I love Let's Go Johto. Who did you vote mayor of Lumio City? Man, fuck Lumio City, bro. I'm gonna be real, bro. I hate Carlos. Carlos smells. Miss with that bullshit, bro. Only time I ever vote is for the mayor of Nimbasa City, bro. Real ones know what's up at Nimbasa City. So what's your favorite Pokemon city out of every single generation, every single region? What's y'all's favorite Pokemon city? It's been so long I take anything, Johto. I agree. Johto is so underappreciated. I mean, like, Johto has a flaw, but I critique Nimbasa. Is Nimbasa your favorite, or you just say Nimbasa's goated? If patience was a superpower, I would not have it, brother. Distractives, I would not have it, bro. That would not be mine. Snow Point City XY, Pod Town Gen 7. I don't know. Well, I don't know is not an answer, Amber. Lock in, Twin. The one at the end of Sword. Like the last city. I don't remember what that's called either, but I know what you're talking about. Veilstone? See, my favorite city is, honestly, I think it's Castelia. I think it's Castelia City. That's one of my favorite Pokemon songs of all time. That's like top 3 for sure. You know, I'm in with the ether, buns out wiener, but I gotta keep out now for Selena. I don't know what else it would be if not. I think it is Castelia City. I don't know what else it would be if it wasn't. Fairbank City? Valid. Is that why the Discord's named after it? I think Castelia Cafe has a really nice ring to it too, but yeah. By you. A lot of Unova cities are my favorite. Yeah, I'm thinking like Castelia City. I'm thinking Nimbasa City. I'm not thinking Driftvale, honestly. I like Driftvale, but it's not a favorite. Low key, this might be this is an underrated take, period. Mistralton City. That's a banger, bro. That's a banger. Mistralton City is so sick. Gonna go on a little walk. We'll see you later, Amber. Take it easy, dude. How was the hunt? It's been? No, but we've done, well, 3.5 hours. We've done 27 encounters, actually. 2727. Orb told me to keep track for this one, so I'm doing it manually. I'm just not showing it on stream. I think this guy makes YouTube videos. I might. What do we might? I will say it is kind of silly, though, just about the Discord thing. It is kind of silly that the Discord server is named Castelia Cafe. Which doesn't really resonate with Oshawaves. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like Oshawaves server. It's just, it has a name. So people join the Discord server not having any idea who I am. Like, at all. They have no idea who I am. I'm like, I mean, it's my server. What? But it's not branded as like Oshawaves server. So I kind of get it. You should make my YouTube videos. If I could, I would, Princess. I hate that I love shiny hunting, but I hate how long it takes. Because like, we've been doing this for a minute, bro. We've been doing this for a hot minute. 4 hours a stream. So how many streams? I think this is like, we've done like 14 streams for this. So two weeks and then some change. But it just takes so long. And we're like, we're not done. We're kind of done. We have 2 more hunts. This one and then 1 more. And then we have all, you know, E4, all of Kanto to do, and then red. Like, the longest part is it just takes so long to record them. And then editing takes longer too. The fact that I have to edit, like, I edit my videos means that's less time I could spend doing other things. Like, if I could upload quicker, I would. I honestly envy so much YouTubers that are able to upload like once a week. I just don't have the finances to support a team like that. Except for the Fortnite event. They're doing a Fortnite event on Saturday. You edit your own stuff? Yeah. I do everything. I edit my own channel. Well, I don't make my thumbnails. That's not true. I don't make my thumbnails. I don't make my thumbnails. But everything else I do on my own. Do you edit it as you go? I do it all in the end. I can't edit as I go. Well, I mean, I can, but the issue is because my content is very scripted. I'd have to record voiceovers of scripts like every day, basically, right? Or like a little bit every day. And I don't like that because I feel like every time I sound different. Like I sound ever so slightly different. And nobody might even notice that. I've done videos like that and I hate it so much. Because like this section sounds like this, and then 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 this section, and it just drives me nuts. I don't know if anybody pays that much attention, but I do, and it bothers me so much. So that's why I have to edit them all at the ends. But I also think if I edit it at the end, I'm able to write a better script. Like I feel like it's a lot easier to write a good story when you know how the story's gonna end rather than write as you go. I never noticed. I doubt you would because of their older videos. Like older 2+ years ago videos. None of the new videos. None of the videos that got me attention. Yes, we do get to go camping soon, Depth. I'm so excited for that. It's gonna be so fun. I am so freaking excited. That's why I want to lock in and get this done. Like, that's the plan, chat. So we're going to go for obviously the same 4 hours today because I do have stuff I got to do. But I'm going to spend the rest of the day doing everything else I need to do. And then if I do get everything done in time, which I think I will, I'm hoping I will, I can do a longer stream tomorrow so we can just, like, finish the game tomorrow. Sunny Oras? Yeah, it was before that. And then we have to figure out what the hell we do after. Well, like not next month. Actually, next month is the month of Cobblemon. So we'll be doing all Cobblemon next month. And then I guess after that, we'll return and do something else. Whatever chat wants. For those who don't know the lore, I actually let you guys, I let my community vote for every single YouTube video I make. Basically every single one. Not all of them, but basically every single one in the Discord server. So if you haven't already, !DC in the chat will get you the invite link to the Discord server where you can vote for future videos. If that's of interest to you. Not to mention, the whole community is there too. Maybe buffer every few seconds is amazing. 07. We hate to hear it. I did find your first one a long time ago, the Scarby, but I didn't realize it was you at the time. See, actually, though, that's happened so many times. So valid. Honestly, valid, Crezo. So many people have been, like, either come into streams, like, oh, hey, that's you? I didn't know that was you. I mean, now a little bit more, but because of my face cam and stuff. But back before, I never used to use face cam in my videos. And people would come into stream all the time and be like, oh my god, that was your video? I watched that video, bro. I'm subscribed to you on YouTube. I didn't even know that was you. Because I always streamed with my face cam, but I never recorded with it, which was a decision to say the least. I don't really know why I did that. I just never did. Yeah, I still be in front of the comments with Oras. I feel like that's what a lot of people did. I mean, to be fair, that's like the most popular video on my channel is the original Shiny Only challenge. So that's not too surprising. Like, of the top 10 most popular videos on my channel, 6 of them are Shiny Only challenges. Right? Do I know how to count? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Well, actually, 6 of them are Shiny Only challenges. 1's a Shiny Only playthrough. And then 2 are custom Shiny Only playthroughs. Yeah, I think this guy likes to play through Pokemon using only Shinies. I think. I don't know, bro. And then somehow, some fucking way, Crystal Clear video has 250,000 views, which I feel like my content back then was so much lower quality than it is now, so I have no idea how that video to this day does well, but the Mega Ruby was my introduction to you. Actually, I've never played you. I mean, actually, unless you mean the custom Shiny Mega Ruby. Waves, do I have permission to cosplay as you for Comic-Con one year? No, but you can do it anyways. I'm not gonna murder you if you know what I mean? I don't really think that. I think there's better things to cosplay as. And I feel like if you cosplay as me, people are like, who the fuck are you? We just have to answer, yeah, I'm a chud. I really we have to tell people, is like, you cosplaying a chud. He was sounding out, that's why. No, 100%. But dude, I feel like every YouTuber ever does. Every YouTuber ever reflects on their old videos and cringe. I don't know how it happened. So I don't really, I try not to hold it against myself when I do that. Like when I look back on the videos and I cringe, but like I still do. It's like, wow, this shit was ass. But I mean, was it really ass if it outperforms modern videos? I need Pokemon wins the waves to go crazy. I need the game to blow up like Scarvy did. I like videos. Yeah, that's like, I'll never take them down. I just cringe at them. Like, I feel like the difference in quality, if you watched my most recent video, and then you watch my oldest video, oh my god. There is such a difference. But I feel like it'd be a bad thing if there wasn't a difference, because that means I didn't learn anything. You looked more chud-like back then, now you're just a mature chud. Well, I had longer hair, that's probably why. Something like Scarvy did for a good reason? Well, I mean, I don't think Scarvy blew up because of its bad performance. Because then the game wouldn't blow up, people wouldn't play it. Scarvy blew up, like, it blew up. Scarvy blew up because it was like just a really good game and people enjoyed it. There was still flaws, yeah, but I don't like I don't know. It doesn't make sense at all, in my opinion, to be able to say a game blew up because of bad things. Because if bad things were the reason it blew up, people wouldn't play it and therefore it wouldn't blow up. You know what I mean? Like, people wouldn't be playing Scarvy like crazy if the reason Scarvy was popular is because it was bad. Like, I'm not saying Scarvy was perfect. Definitely had its flaws, but I don't think that's why it blew up. Counterpoint, Sonic 06. I'm an 04. I don't even know. I don't know the lore of Sonic 06. But I mean, did Sonic 06 really blow up if I've never even heard of it? Whittle we that one, Batman. How do they level scale for Weewa? Game Freak 100% hears the criticism of their Pokemon games, and I do feel like they always try their best to apply the criticism to improving their product for the next game. So I do feel like we can expect level scaling in the next game. I can totally expect that. Because I think that was like one of the biggest flaws for Scarvy. I can't play a Sonic game besides the first three because they're just so different. That's true. OG Sonic games and modern Sonic games are very different. Touche. I mean, like, I feel like Mario's kind of the same way too, but Mario still has the classic, like, level scroller or whatever you call it. Are you a boy or a girl? What are you talking about, Kiss? What? If they do the replayability, it would be insane. Dude, Pokemon has been sacrificing their replayability over the years. That's why, like, the old games feel like you can replay them more than the newer games. It's because, like, the newer games aren't meant to have replayability. They're just not. They're meant to be really high quality first time playthroughs, and that's it. Because the average person isn't going to replay a Pokemon game multiple times. So rather than appealing to the minority of players who do replay the game over and over again, they appeal to the majority who play the game once. And they focus on trying to make those guys have as much fun. There's another year of Pokemon, there were still two genders in Pokemon. Oh, brother. I actually don't even think that's true. Isn't in fucking Champions? I don't even think that's true. I feel like there was a middle option for Champions. There's no right. Yeah. But also, like, it's a kid's game. So, like, I like PLA, but I just can't replay. Yeah, no, PLA, yeah, example. I had a prime example. Like, PLA has no replayability. There is no replayability whatsoever in that game. Like, dude, PLA, I was like, oh, dude, I'm gonna play PLA again. That was so fun. And the thought process is so fun, but then actually doing it sucks. The dex grind again? Ugh. As you can cross, yes. Yeah, exactly. That's a very sensitive and political topic, but in my opinion, that stuff should be exclusive to adults. And I don't think we need that. I'm not saying we don't need it in a video game, but I don't think that's a necessity. I think there are bigger and more important things in Pokemon that we need to focus on, rather than the old classic, how every journey has ever started, are you a boy or a girl? I think there are way more important things in Pokemon that we should be focused on. I'll take none of the open world Pokemon games have been better than a 6 out of 10. Really? I definitely think that's a hot take. Actually, I'm intrigued, Jet. What do you guys rate Scarvy, Legends ZA, and PLA out of 10? Those three games, what do you rate them out of 10? I'm intrigued to see what the collective opinion is. Because I definitely disagree. I think Legends Arceus was like a 10 out of 10. Legends ZA, 8 out of 10. Oh, I should just scratched again. And Scarvy, I'd put it like 7 out of 10 too. That's why I'm putting those. All of which are above a 6 out of 10. You put all of them at a 6 out of 10? Really, Misfit? Scarvy, 8.5 PLA, 10 out of 10. PLA, 8 out of 10. Damn. They weren't memorable to me at all. That's crazy. Did you ever finish them? I didn't finish Legends Z's DLC, and I think it's great. Like, I don't know anybody who's played PLA and did not love it. I guess other than, like, hardcore battlers. But even, like, a lot of competitive Pokemon players are like, yeah, dude, I like, it's not a competitive game, but it's still a nice breath of fresh air. ZA was too much pay to play? What are you talking about? There's no microtransactions in ZA. I finished Scarvy and PLA. I refused to play PLZA. Oh. Sorry, man. Get well soon. They were memorable to me at all? I mean, like, everybody's like, if that's your opinion, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But that's very interesting. I've never heard that take before. Everybody I know that's played like those games have loved them and adored them. I can see some PLZA criticism because that game really suffered once you beat the game. It kind of lacked post-game content. Mainly because Pokemon post-game content is shiny hunting, and that game shiny hunting is just not fun. But, like, as I play through, ZA is still probably the best Pokemon game. Like, start to finish, just playing the story, probably the best story experience. Like, if not, it's definitely the second best. It's super close. But I don't even know what to be close to. I played Gen 7 over and over again, but the open world ones feel too empty for me to enjoy. That's so interesting, because Legends ZA is, like, the opposite. That's so... Did you play Legends ZA Steel? Because that's why I think Legends ZA excelled in. The lacking of emptiness. Every time you turn the corner, there were, like... Every street, everything you looked at had something to do. Whether it's one of, like, the little collectible pink things you need to find, or it's a TM, or it's a new rare Pokemon, or it's something. There was always something to do. Like, Legends ZA did everything but feel empty, I feel like. Welcome back, Tater. To me. Now, I'm not saying your opinion's wrong, but... If PLZA wasn't just one city, I would have played ZA. That's fair, I guess. ZA is really gonna have... Oh, 100%. ZA is awesome. No, ZA was super fun. Switch's era of Pokemon is really good, and if anyone disagrees, that should be blind my nostalgia. I do, to an extent, agree. I do think the Switch era of Pokemon is like one of the stronger suits, just ignoring BDSP completely, of eras of Pokemon. 100%. Like Legends or Let's Go Pikachu was a wonderful refresher for the series, and is still to this day the most aesthetically pleasing game to play. 100%. There's not even no competition. That is the prettiest Pokemon game, period. End of discussion. Sword and Shield is wonderful in its own way. It has so much like personality. I will say the story is kind of lackluster, but you know a Pokemon game is good when the worst aspect of it is the story. I feel like. Which is the prettiest? Let's Go Pikachu. I think outside of the story, Sword and Shield did everything right. And that's not to say the Sword and Shield story is bad. That's just like, I think that's the least redeeming quality. Yeah, DBBT, BDSP is... Yeah, I agree. I still think like Diamond and Pearl Platinum, or I guess like BDSP, they're still good games. They're just the worst in the franchise, but it's still a Pokemon game. You know what I mean? Like, Diamond and Pearl are still way better than that one free, low AI-generated fucking game you see on the App Store on your phone. Or, like, those fucking TikTok app ads. Like, BDSP is still way better than those games. It's still a Pokemon game. It's just, compared to all of the other games, it's the worst. Have you disagreed with DPPT being the worst? That is very driven by nostalgia. I'm sorry, that is very driven by nostalgia. They are definitely the worst. And that's okay. If your opinion is nostalgia based, that's okay. However, the fact of the matter still remains, it is nostalgia based. It's a biased opinion. If you could take on any gem, what would it be? What do you mean? He's the exception in this case. I like that they fixed Samus, but none of the characters were appealing to me. They seem kind of annoying, but maybe I'm getting too old nostalgic for the older gens. I'm going to say, yeah. I'm going to be honest. Realistically, that second part is probably true. If you found all of the new characters annoying, yeah. I just think you're kind of tapped out of the Pokemon stories, and that's okay. But I'm not going to sit here and say I was a fan of every single character, but I noticed throughout my experience playing the game and also viewing everyone else's experience, everyone collectively had different favorite characters, which is how you know a game has a solid story. I think that's how you know a game has a really good story, when everyone's favorite character is a different character. Like, my favorite's Corbeau, but like I know so many people whose like favorite character was... I'm gonna be honest, I didn't pay too much attention to this story, I'm gonna be honest. I did button mash for the sake of content. And I'm a face person, not a name person. But like all of the different members of Team MZ AZ, a lot of people liked AZ. Iono. Is Iono not the Scarvy gym leader? Am I crazy? But then yeah, even like the other trainers who like weren't necessarily main characters in the story, like the minor, the dude who had Mega Excadrill, the streamer chick, the fighting guy with Mega Phalanx, his sister with the Mega Chandelure, like everybody or every character felt substantial in some way. Yeah, Labane too, or however you say her name. I know I said that wrong, but that's what I mean. Like everyone or everybody I know that played through Legends ZA and liked it typically has a different favorite character. And that's how you know a story's good. You know what I mean? If everybody's favorite character in a story is this one character, I feel like that shows that all the other characters were kind of lackluster in design. But Emma, yeah, Emma's a character too. If you dislike it, that's still fair. You know what I mean? Because, like, I mean, if you don't like it, you just don't like it. There's nothing you can do about it. However, I would also 100% say that if you dislike Legends ZA's story, there might be, that might be a nostalgic-based opinion. And just for the record, I love Heart Gold Soul Silver. I love these games. You compare that game's story to this game's story, that game makes this game's story look like a pile of shit. Like, this game's characters, your rival has a good, your rival, that's really it. You got your rival. That's really it. You kind of have Ethan, kinda. And then, I guess, the Kimono. But none of them even compare. None of them even remotely, because they don't have any personality other than your rival. That's really it. Your rival's an asshole. The Kimono girls don't have... None of these characters really have personality to them. Their personality is ho-oh. That's it. And that's not... I'm not hating on them. But, like, every character in ZA felt like they had a purpose. And they contributed in the story. Monster, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the shout like Boomer. So, that's ignoring that some people just like a simple story better. But I feel like if you like a simple story better, you just don't like stories in the first place. I feel like how can you be a story enjoyer if your favorite kind of stories are ones that lack everything that makes a story a story? You know what I mean? I feel like Pokemon is a game where you make your own story. That's definitely... I think that used to be the old focus of games. Which is why these games kind of lack story. Because the story is about your experience rather than the experience. Like, here's the thing. Like, Legends ZA, the entire story is based upon building the concept of the climax. Like, the Floette stuff, right? Basically, the entire story is building up to that. Whereas in this game, they're not building up to anything. I guess you kind of slowly build up to Ho-Oh by meeting these Kimono girls, or I guess Lugia, like whatever your box art is. But that's really it. There's not much of a story. You get your gym badges, you beat the evil team, you become the champion. And then I guess in this game you go do it on the other region, come back, do it again. You know what I mean? But like, that's not really the focus of the newer games. Was the older games just lacked the story and was kind of like make your own story, make it up. Which is somehow I could see that being as better, but I think in comparison, strictly from a storytelling perspective, the older games can never compete with the newer games in terms of which makes a better story. I think if you just compare strictly stories, you can never say that this game's story is better than ZA's. I don't think you could ever say that. Like, that would be the equivalent of saying that, like, a kindergartner is a better basketball player than LeBron James. Like, that's just, no. That's not even, I don't think that's physically possible. I mean, one aspect, at least for ZA, is everything is painstakingly spelled out to you. Comparing that to something like Black and White, where they... well, yeah, of course, if you compare the best story in Pokemon history to a new one, of course, the best story is gonna win. That's not... Black and White's not even in question here. You can't say, oh, the old games have amazing story when that's just Black and White. That's just Gen 5. You know what I mean? I'm not going to disagree with you. Gen 5 is the best story, period. But we're not talking about Gen 5. We're talking about old games as a whole. You can't just nitpick the best old game and say this is all old games. Fire Red and Leaf Green, no story. Gold, Silver, Crystal, relatively similar in the sense of no story. Ruby, Sapphire, Emeralds, some story. Some story. Better than the previous, and I will say also better than the following, being Platinum. But yeah, and then Diamond Platinum doesn't really feel like a story. Like, it feels like a really poorly written story. Can't the story is just Team Rocket fucking about and you gotta become champion? Exactly. How was that a more interesting story than Legends EA? If you don't find the story in the old games low-key skill issue, I'm not saying that I don't find the story. I'm saying that's exactly that. Gen 3 has something similar where they show you the steps. No, Gen 3's story is just evil team wants to get legendary to use legendary to do something to the world and you stop it. It's the same formula of player stops bad guys, becomes champion. That is the same story as in Gen 1, just with a little bit of seasoning. It is literally just Gen 1 with a little bit of sprinkles on it. It's the same thing. Your rival in plays little to no impact in the story whatsoever. At all. Very minimal impact. It's you versus the evil team, and then you become champion. I will say they execute it better than Gen 3. Like, I'm not saying Gen 3 has a shit story. But if we're dumbing down stories like that, Zeria's own hotel, fight Mega Flower. Not at all. You're completely disregarding plenty of things. You're disregarding all of the different characters you meet. You're disregarding Team MZ. You're disregarding Corbow. What am I disregarding in Oras? Oh, well, what am I disregarding? Well, the first part of the story is the evil team interfering with whatever Steven's Corp, whatever the fuck Devon Corpse. But why are they doing that? Oh, to get the legendary. Okay. So you stop the bad team. Okay. And then gym leader, which is not story. Gym leaders are not story. That is game progression, which is different from story. There's no story in the gym leaders. And then, well, what's next? Oh, well, you go to Slateport and evil team doing evil teams. Okay, so you stop the evil team. And then gym leader, North, evil team, gym leader, surf across, gym leader, evil team, gym leader, which is so weird how that works, by the way. Evil team climax, gym leader, champion. Now I'm going to tell you Legends ZA story. Meet your rival, which, I mean, I guess you could say, like, meet your rival in Oras, but your rival doesn't do anything in Oras. I don't actually remember it because my memory's bad, but because I've only played through it once. Whereas Oras I played through plenty of times. I I'm just gonna like look at Legends ZA speedrun, and I'm just gonna like go through bits. Because I'm sure I'll see it. Okay. Right, okay, yeah. So you arrive in the new city. Never been here before. You arrive, you meet your rival. You meet your rival's friends. You guys become a friend group. You make friends. Become a friend group at the hotel. You learn about the games. You learn about the the night battle shit, and how battling at night gets you rank ups in their system, and you want to climb the ranks. So you climb the ranks. Every time you progress a new rank, you meet a new story character. In this, well, actually, not the early ones. I will say not the early ones. I feel like not until you actually make the jump to you meet the story characters, if I'm right. You also have to save Lumios from the rampaging megas that are going about. So you do like late night battles, stop mega, meet new story character, late night battles, stop mega, new story character, stop mega, new story character, fight their megas, fight them, rank up, new megas. You cannot say that like Legends ZA is just hotel and flower. That is not at all. There's so much more. How is climbing the ranks different from gym battles? Because the characters you meet at the end of each rank don't just be there. They don't just, like, the gym leaders just sit in the gyms. Other than Black and White, where they make the contribution isn't a big contribution, but it's still a contribution. What does Jasmine do in this game? I guess like you help her with an Ampharos, and then you fight her. What does Chuck do in this game? Jasmine's DPPT? No, it's not. Jasmine's the Steel Gym leader in this game. The story just not even memorable that bro doesn't even know the story characters. But that's exactly what I mean. They're not even story characters. They're gym leaders. Victim appearance, yes, but Jasmine is the gym leader in this generation. So she's not Diamond, she's not DPPT. She's this story character that made an appearance over there, but she's still here. We're talking about this story. Even in that story, she just makes an appearance and gives you the HM, and that's that. She doesn't make an appearance in the story. Making an appearance in the game is not the same as making an appearance in the story. Because you see Jasmine in Diamond Pro Platinum, she gives you the HM, and then you never see her again. Whereas every time you rank up beyond the early ranks, because you do like 20 different rank ups, so it does make sense. The lower ranked ones are just random characters. But then you get to rank G, and you gotta fight this guy in his Mega Drampa. And then later, you see him again because he assists you in doing this. And then you see him again as Corpo's assistant, and then you see him again where he helps out at the end of the story. Whereas Jasmine, you see and then you never see again. Same with the gym leaders. The rank ups are different than gym leader fights because you meet the characters multiple times. They make impacts multiple times throughout the story. So at that point, they are a story character. You don't just see them and then, oh, I see them again at the battle facility, so I see them again. No, because that's not a part of the story. You see them in story moments, which ties the gyms to the story. That's why Black and White has a great story, because the gym leaders are involved in the story. Because you see the gym leaders outside of just the gym fights, which is why Black and White is so great. But that's just Black and White, and Black, White 2. That's not Red, Blue, Yellow. That's not Gold, Silver, Crystal. That's not Fire, Red, Leaf, Green. That's not Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. That's not Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. That's not Gold, Soul, Silver. That's just Black and White. And then again, that's not X and Y. That's kind of US, like Sun and Moon, USUM, but not really. That's not ORAS. That's why they're different. Like, yeah, if you really want to dumb down the Legends ZA story, it's like meet your friend group / rivals, climb the ranks, meet characters throughout the ranks that do make impacts later in the story, fight megas, stop the evil team, I think there's a semi. Yeah, you like Lysander lore. Yeah, Lysander. By the way, I forgot about him, but he plays an impact in the story too. Climb the ranks, meet new characters throughout the city that return. You have to mention meeting them because they appear more than once. Fight threats throughout the city. Stop the big threat. That's it. But that's a lot better than fight gym leaders, beat the evil team, become champion. You know, I noticed there's so much more that I listed. But on the same topic for so long. So, what's your point? It's called having a conversation. If you don't like it, fuck off. Sorry, I'm not gonna put that bluntly. I hate when people do that. Like, dude, we're shiny hunting. We're literally just talking. These are just talking streams. So I cannot stand when motherfuckers like, dude, you've been talking about this for so long. Move on. Fuck's the point of it? Like, dude, I'm literally talking. That's the whole point of a stream. Which is cutting out more important stuff while also being deeper in every other game except Gen 5. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, if you just think the newer stories are not as good, then that's just a level of biasness. I'm like, that's okay. Like, you can have a biased opinion. It's not like, oh, you have a biased opinion, kill that man, cut his penis off. Like, it's not. No, I'm just like, when it comes to opinions on stories, your opinion is not one to be highly considered because of the biasness that backs it. That is it. Your opinion is just invalid in some conversations. And that's fine. Your opinion doesn't need to be, I'm sorry, I don't know whether like this whole world thing of everybody's opinion needs to be considered. That's not true at all. I don't know where the fuck that came from, but I'm not saying the news stories are bad. Well, I'm not saying you necessarily. I'm saying in general. But simple stories also work well. See, but I can't really think of a memorable story moment throughout the entirety of their early games, excluding Gen 5. Like, outside of, like, Kyogre and Groudon. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the only one. Can you name me one from Gen 4? If you can say Platinum Giratina. You can say Platinum Giratina. Okay, can you name me any others? Because we're talking about old Pokemon, so there's like 8 different games. Why can we only talk about 2? What about Red, Blue, Yellow? What about Gold, Silver, Crystal? What about Fire, Red, Leaf, Green? What about Diamond and Pearl? What about why can we only... Because we're comparing to just Legend ZA. Just one game. They have 8 games to create God knows how many memorable moments. Legend ZA still has more story memorable moments, I would say. The Ultra Beasts? Okay, admittedly, those are story moments. Those don't feel like story moments, but they are. Like, you're right. I feel like, maybe that's just me, but they don't feel like story moments. They implement them of how the Ultra Beasts attack each island. But they just don't feel like that. They kind of just, like... The Ultra Beasts attack the islands, they win, and then we just kind of move on as a society. In that game. The dogs on Johto aren't story moments. I don't feel like those are story. Ultra Beasts, I feel like that's a newer game. Well, I feel like the newer game in question is Sword and Shield. Or it's Switch games. I would say the new in question is Switch games versus 3DS and previous. But yeah, I would still consider Ultra Sun on the newer scale, but... Mewtwo and Discovering the Birds. Yeah, those aren't... How was 3 dead dogs being revived not story? That's not a part of the main story. That's what I'm saying. It's not a part of the main story. Because you set the dogs free and then what? They added story to a side thing, but that's not a part of the main story. That's not main story. This game doesn't really have a main story. Yeah, but like if we're counting the dogs, then you have to count every side quest in Legend ZA, which just Legend ZA wins in because there's like 150 side quests. And just for the record, like I'm gonna be real, just off the top of my head, the Froakie side quest in ZA clears the dogs. I love this game to pieces, mind you. I love this game to pieces. I think I love Johto. I am one of the very few Johto fanboys. I love Johto. But this Froakie side quest in Legends EA, where there's like a Froakie that's like running around the construction things, and you have to race it and chase it. And if you keep up with, like, if you beat the side quest, which is you like beating what it requires you to do in a certain amount of time, which is like a mini game, it approves of you, and then you end up becoming its trainer. That's way cooler than, oh, I went into this tower, and then the dogs ran away, and now I have to go randomly find them about. I catch them, and that's it. Like, you release the dogs into the wild, and then that's it. You don't even catch them. Like, that's not a part of the story. You can catch them, but that's very out of the way. That's not story. And even still, you catch the dogs, and then what? That's it. Okay, I released them in the wild. I randomly stumbled upon Entei. After 14 times of randomly seeing it in the wilds throughout the random routes, I finally caught it. Now what? Well, with Froakie, you can trade up and make it a Mega Greninja, which is one of the new ones. So there's actually payoff. You work for it, and then you get it. What about the Orange Islands? I cannot comment on the Orange Island. I've never played. Never, like, actually played. I have speed ran through it to get Shiny Deoxys in Fire Red before the game came out on the Switch. Like, when we did that for the Psychic video. But I will not lie. I played through that with speed up, and I paid no attention to it. Hold on. When did Pokemon Red release? Pokemon Red released February 27th, 1996. Pokemon Legends ZA released October 16th, 2025. So you just have to find what the dead middle of those two dates are. Anything past the middle is new. Anything before is old. That is technically how that works. Say 27th? February 27th, 1996. Between... I'm looking that up right now. Oh, banger song, by the way. The exact middle date is June 22nd, 2010. So Black and White. Black and White 2 technically is new. Because it's on the second half of Pokemon's release date for games. In terms of games, Black and White released September 18th, which is past the exact middle date from from Red's release and Legends ZA's release. Technically. That's weird. It doesn't feel that way. Like, I feel like there's more games on the second half than the first half, but I guess they did release games yearly for a while. Damn, I'm considered an old Pokemon game by Wave standards. Yum. I guess I am too. I'm born 2010 or 2010. Oh my god, I read your username. I'm born in 2004, so I guess that makes me old too. Bum 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 bum. Black and White 2 came out 14 years ago. Yeah, but Pokemon just had this is Pokemon's 30th anniversary, so yeah, 14 years ago. That's on the second half of 30. Black and White 2 are the oldest of the newer Pokemon games. That's crazy. I mean, it makes sense though. Like, if you really think about it, Because, well, nah. There's been 4 generations worth. Game Boy, DS, 3DS. Well, actually, chat this 3DS. Hold on, hear me out. Hear me out. Do 3DS and DS games count as 2 different eras? And before you just jump to yes, hear me out. There was Game Boy and then Game Boy Advanced games. And they're different cartridges. They look different. The size are different. They're different, right? So if Game Boy and Game Boy Advanced, if those 2 games are just considered the Game Boy era, why is the DS and the 3DS not considered the same era? Game Boy and GB are different. I don't know anybody who considers them. I feel like there's the Game Boy era of Pokemon, which is Red to Fire Red. And then there's the DS era, which is Platinum, or which is Diamond to White 2. And then there's the DS era of X to Ultra Sun. But I've never heard anybody go Red to Crystal, Sapphire to Fire Red. I've never heard that. I've heard the Game Boy games be together. 3DS games are 3D and 2DS games are 2D. Yeah, but if, like, Game Boy Advanced and Game Boy games don't have color, and Game Boy Advanced games do. Well, they have one color. Like, red is just red. It's different shades of red. And blue is called Pokemon Blue because the game is blue. When you play the game, it's basically all blue. So, yeah, there's a limitation there. Have I ever seen an XY when I was like 3 years old? That's crazy. Yo, what's up, Cosmic K Gamer? Hold on, maybe I'm misunderstanding. Pokemon Fire Red. Game Boy and Game Boy Color are the same. Game Boy Advance is different. Yeah, but Fire Red and Leaf Green are Game Boy Advanced games. But they're still put together. When you consider the eras, you think of the Game Boy era, you think of the DS era, you think of the 3DS era, and you think of the Switch era. But why do we blop the Game Boy Advance and the Game Boy Color games into one era? But we don't do that for the DS and the 3DS. I know one's 3D and one's not, but there's also differences between Game Boy and Game Boy Advanced. I consider Game Boy and Game... So then by that, then... That would make the DS era... Yeah, that would make the 3DS era new. That would make the 3DS era the newest, like one of the newer eras. Because the Game Boy Advanced, and the DS are the first 3 eras. The 3DS, the Switch, and the Switch 2 would be the new ones. Of course, but I don't consider it like that. I don't. To me, new is Switch. I don't consider it that way. And I feel like it's just the general opinion. Talk about new Pokemon games, you talk about Switch. You don't talk about XY. Is Switch even separate yet? Yep. Well, it will be, I guess, in Wiiwa. It will be in Wiiwa. And technically, yes, there's a Switch 2 title. The Switch 2 has Legends ZA. Yes. Because if you don't count Legends ZA as a Switch 2 title because it's on the Switch 1, then you have to count... But you can play the 3DS, or you can play the Game Boy games on the 3DS. You can play Fire and Leaf Green on the Switch. So if you count Legends ZA as a Switch 1 game because it's on the Switch 1, you have to count Yellow as a 3DS game. You have to count every DS game as a 3DS game because it can be played on the DS. You count Black White 2 as a 3DS title? I'm not following what you're saying whatsoever. I think Pokemon is the first of the Switch 2 era. No, I'm saying Legends ZA is the first of the Switch 2 era. But those were imported over, not made for those consoles. Legends ZA was a Switch 2 game that they added to they ported to the Switch 1 because people can't afford the Switch 2. Like, Okay, this is a different franchise, but Black Ops 3, that's a PS4 game. But it was on the PS3. But nobody says Black Ops 3 is a PS3 game. But it was ported to the PS3 for the people who couldn't afford the PS4. That is just every time they make a new console, they always do that. Nowadays. That's a modern thing, not an older thing, but that's still a thing. They do that all the time. They did that with PS3 to PS4 games, they did it with PS4 game to PS5 games. Black and White 2 released when the 3DS was out. Playable on both the 3DS and the DS game. So if you're going to Switch 2 game, the Black and White is a 3DS game. The difference is BO3 removed a shit ton of stuff. And you could argue that Legends ZA 1 removed a shit ton of stuff because the graphics are drastically different. The spawns in Legends ZA are different on Switch 1 to Switch 2. The gameplay differences are noticeable. So that doesn't apply. That does not apply. I say Black White 2 is because guess what it says on the fucking cartridge. Yeah. I don't think that's the same. I don't think that's the same because it's advertised as a DS game, not a 3DS game. Graphics are not real content. No, but real content is gameplay mechanics. And gameplay mechanics are hindered down and therefore missing on the Switch 1 version of Legends ZA compared to the Switch 2 version. It's the same thing with Scarvy. Now, Scarvy had a Switch 2 upgrade. Legends ZA was a Switch 2 game. No shiny nothing yet. Think of the shine like Gaiden. But they're not missing. Limited, but everything is still accessible. No, they're still missing. You cannot load up Legends ZA and have 8 Pokemon spawn at you at the same time on the Switch 1. It's like 6. Or maybe it's the number is shorter and therefore that is missing content. That is not that is still content missing because it's mechanics that have been toned down. Therefore, it is not the same. The mechanics are missing. You are missing the ability to do certain things that you can on the Switch 2. It's not like removing spawns entirely, but in a way it is because the limitation is there, and therefore, if I put 2 characters, one on the Switch 1 and one on the Switch 2 in the exact same spot, there's going to be stuff that the Switch 2 has that the Switch 1 doesn't. Therefore, it is removed. What did I just... Who the freak is this? Bam, bam. I'm not even talking about graphics. But nothing you couldn't overcome with gameplay. I'm not following. I'm sorry. Hold on. If stuff has to be removed to play it on an earlier device, it wasn't meant to be on said device. That's exactly what I'm saying. And also, when you go to buy Legends ZA, there's a Switch 2 cartridge. It's Switch 2. When you go buy physically, it says 2 on the box. When you go to buy Black and White, it says DS on the box. Like, by your logic, which is absurd when you put into perspective, when you apply it elsewhere, that would also say that Fire Red, Leaf Green are Switch games. Because they are on the Switch, playable, purchasable separately on the Switch, and nothing's missing. But what is it on ZA that you couldn't do on Switch 1 that you can on the Switch 2? They can't transfer to Gen 4. What's your point? If anything, that only just furthers the idea that they're separate. They're separate titles. By that only further like secures my point that they're separate titles because now there's something missing. Or there's different. Sorry, there's different features. It's a missing feature. Okay, but it's compensated by the Deoxys event. You can't get the Deoxys event anymore. So the Deoxys event is now exclusive to the Switch 1 and the Switch and the Switch 2. So if anything, like if I bought a physical copy of Fire Red and I bought the Switch copy, this one has more content. This one has more. By your logic. You know what I'm saying? So now, if we're ignoring what it says on the box, if we're ignoring the fact that Legend Z is clearly a Switch 2 game, just like Pokemon Black and White are clearly a DS game, or Black and White 2 are clearly a DS game, then same with Ghost of... Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. That is your logic being fed back to you, and now you are seeing why it doesn't make sense. Or the complications. The what's the word? Contradictions. There we go. That is being applied. Hi, Dino. What's up, gamer? People crashing out over the Switch 2? What are you talking about? You know, 100% the Switch 2, like, Legend ZA is the first Switch 2 title. How does this make ZA the start of the Switch 2 era? Because on the box, it says the Switch 2. It is a Pokemon game that is played on the Switch 2. That they also added to the Switch 1 because people could not afford the Switch 2. And they did that so that way the people who could not play the game because they don't have a Switch 2 could still enjoy the game. But it is still a Switch game on the Pokemon, or a Pokemon game on the Switch 2. But all the DS games, no, because that's backwards compatibility. The box says Switch 2. The DS boxes say DS. It is not that hard. Nintendo DS. Nintendo DS. These are not 3DS games. Where's the 3? Where's the fucking 3? Please, where is it? Where is the 3? Tell me where the 3 is. I wear glasses, so I might be blind. Where is the 3? Where is the 3? Where is it? Can somebody show me where is the 3? Oh, wait, you can't because it doesn't exist. Are y'all playing basketball? Right behind your ear? Oh my god, Dino, you're right. It's right here. How did it get here, bro? Oh my god. Big Bird was right all along. The 3 for the Nintendo DS box games has been behind my ear this whole time. Oh my god. Well, you know what? It does disprove my point, so I'm just gonna throw that shit in the garbage. It never existed, bro. No evidence. Deleting the VOD. Cutting it out. No evidence. 7-Eleven. I've never been to a 7-Eleven shot. For my Americans, is it good? What do you get? It's a gas station? Oh, is it really just a gas station? Is there nothing special about it? I mean, gas stations are cool because they got like snacks and shit. I guess. Oh, chat, fun fact. Did you guys know if they didn't cancel GTA 6 that would have released today? Quick Trip is way better. What is Quick Trip? Circle K better? I mean, we do have Circle K in Canada, so I know what that one is. Circle K, I Can't Hold You is kind of gas. I Can't Hold You. Dude, actually, dude, now that I'm thinking about it, some Circle K coffee would fuck right now. Damn, now you got me craving, chat. Good job, bro. What y'all did, dog? What are we? Was a good day. It's a gas station. Of course it's gas. All right, you think you're funny? What are we? Shall we better go over odds again, dog? I fear this might be the reality. We're almost at 3,500. Yeah, what are we gonna do today? Does anybody remember? 7 divided by 11 is 6.3. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Hold on, this Jimmy guy might be cooking. Yeah, stop it. Hold on, he might be cooking, bro. Hold on. And 6.3? And like 0.63 plus 0.04? And like, where'd the 4 come from? Well, 4DS. Kind of games. Diamond Pro Platinum, Heart Gold Soul Silver, Black and White 2. Makes it 0.67. 6.7's always been there, bro. 6.7's always been there, chat. I'm gonna shake that. Get a hot dog at Quick Trip and tastes like monkey doo-doo. So my question for you is, how do you know what that tastes like? Like, how do you know it tastes like monkey doo-doo? You'd have to know what monkey doo-doo tastes like to say that it tastes like that. 4DS confirmed. Now we're talking. Chat, would y'all buy a 4DS? I would. I'm gonna be real. I love the DS so much. The Switch 2 is like too big for me to feel like I want to bring it out in public. You know what I mean? Like, this is the perfect size. It is perfectly small. Sometimes smaller is better, chat. Don't worry, there's still hope. But then, look at this big fucking thing. Look at the difference. I don't want to bring this out in public because it's too big. Makes me feel insecure. I thought it's a travel suit time. Pretty sure it's considered the fourth dimension, which is like Dialgo came out during the DPPD, which is 2 days games also too. Wait, it's a 2DS game? I thought it was a DS game. I never because I'm in public too scary. See, y'all say that. But Chad, the next time you go out, bring your DS with you, bro. Bring your DS with you. And fun facts, look in the settings really quickly. Let me leave. Okay, I'm just gonna reset. Look in the settings real quick. Right? Let me put y'all on ball. Options, right? You see at the bottom, the button, normal mode or L equals A. This doesn't mean that A doesn't equal A. I didn't know this. L equals A means this button, the L button, also is A. So you can play one-handed because you can move and you can click A one-handed while you play. And at any point, if you go to click this button again, Ace is still A. And dude, I'm telling you, the L equals A mode was made specifically to play one-handed, which is so convenient when you're walking around. What's the other hand doing? Jorking it, duh. Why didn't you play one-handed? I'm saying if you're out in public, like while you're walking. Like, I feel like if you're playing, what's it called? If you're playing like this and you're walking, you're much more locked in, and it's a lot harder to like. I feel like you can totally just like walk and play like this without looking, but I feel like you're a lot more likely to look down if both of your hands are on it. This is coming from experience. When I walked around so much when I went to where did I go? When I went on my trip. I don't remember where it was. Something M. But anyways, we did a lot of walking, and I brought my DS with me everywhere I went. And I used that, and it was so nice. Like, you don't need to, but it's very convenient. Hey, Amber. Hey, gamer. So trust, I get that it's scary to bring your DS with you, chat, but I'm telling you, bro, do it. It's 100% worth. Hit the flame, cause we can. Just not bring an expensive mobile game. Well, like, you're not gonna, somebody's not gonna see that you have a DS and fucking rob you. Like, I brought my Soul Silver with me. Limited edition DS with a physical copy of Soul Silver. That was fine. Yeah, I'm gonna be real, bro. We'll see you later, dude. Permaban up for permaban, bro. Holy shit. I remember just at the bar last night. See, that's not a place that is not the place I would bring it to. I want to bring it to a bar. But like you could if you're sitting at a table. But I just like if you're going to a bar and you're gonna drink alcohol, I feel like that's the place like, oh, you might forget about your DS and then you're in trouble. We're still losing it. But if you're playing on it the whole time, you're gonna lose it. If you're playing on it, how are you gonna lose it? Like, there's that risk of losing it, but it's like, do you just never cross the street because you're gonna risk getting hit by a car? No. So. Play the entire time you're out? Well, basically, like if I'm walking to the grocery store, I'm gonna play it on the walk there. If I'm grabbing groceries, it's gonna go in my pocket while I'm grocery shopping, and then I'm probably gonna pull it back out while I walk home. It's like gambling. Okay, bro. Like, I feel like if you're gonna risk losing your DS, like if you're worried about risking losing your DS, you got bigger problems to worry about than losing your DS. We got any Street Pass? No, I don't think Street Pass is on the DSi. I'm pretty sure it's a 3DS thing, and this is a DSi. DSi. There's no Street Pass. There's like there is like the yellow thing, or like the yellow thing, like the green thing that flashes. I think when you're near somebody else. I don't think it's called Street Pass. This I don't know what it is, but but because it's a DSi, I feel like it's a lot less popular. Like if I brought my 3DS out, maybe, but less the DS had more than 150% hard gold. Game is injected. I mean, I don't see how you would lose that. Like again, like I feel like that's the car situation all over again. I feel like it's the same risk as crossing the road. Like you could get hit by a car or riding a bike. You never ride a bike because you're gonna risk falling off it. Like it's possible, but that's incredibly unlikely. I've got a Street Pass in a bit, but I used to bring my DS to work all the time. Last year? English, W. Did you get Street Passes at work ever? Feel it and I shout it out loud. And so W time travel. Oh, I'm getting hungry. We're in an office building, but I guess on my way there and back. Oh. Yeah, I guess you're not going to have people really coming in and out of the office building. They get a cheap 3DS for street buses right now and bust just DS Lite if I bring anywhere. Japanese 3DSs, but I will also say, Chad, that DSs are just going to go up. 3DSs are just skyrocketing in price because everybody wants one now. The 3DSs are drastically rising in popularity, so... if you want to get one, I recommend you get one sooner than later. Looking at the prices, what is it looking like? Canadian. I'm naming all my Pokemon their German names? Hell yeah. I feel so fucking tired. Holy shit. What my 3DS last year for cheap? How much? I think I paid like $200 for my DS. Just 400 bucks. Yeesh. I'm good though. My 3DS was perfect. I'm chilling. My 3DS is, or my, I guess it's actually a 2DS XL, but it does everything I needed to. I'm so glad that I got that when I did. Because yeah, $400 fucking dollars. Are you kidding me? Dude, at this point, bro, dude, Nintendo might as well see that the Nintendo 3DS like resales numbers are skyrocketing and just drop more. Y'all used to makeup, just make another batch. Walter White that shit, bro. Oh. Am I still live? Chat, I have a chat. It says my OBS just crashed. I pull the arrow. So I don't understand how it's saying that, because if it crashed, I wouldn't be live right now. But I worry that when I click yes, it's going to force close the application and end stream. But I also don't think it's recording right now. So I'm going to click the button.